Hey man, we can just get right to it, man. We were I talked about did I talk about D23? I don't think I did a video on D23, did I?
We ain't talk about
I didn't talk
D23.
about D23, but I talked about
That's
it in
what
another
I'm talking
in
about.
another collab. I talked about it in another collab. That's what it was.
Yeah, yeah.
So we had to talk about a little bit of D23, man. That's what we're gonna talk about it.
All right,
Um,
cool.
I guess first things first. They made Chadwick Boseman a Disney legend. They recognized him as a Disney legend before anything happened. Star Wars panel and Marvel panel, they recognized Chadwick Boseman as a Disney legend, and I love that they did that. Just give him his props. You know, rest in peace. We cannot wait for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. But R.I.P. man. Rest in peace to the homie. You got
Yes,
anything to
sir.
say about Chadwick real quick or?
Yes, sir, man. I mean, gone too soon for sure. As we all know, but like,
Mm-hmm.
just the fact that they made him a Disney legend, the first thing before they did anything else, like to
Right.
me, that's a big. That's like it needed to be done. It
Mm-hmm.
was grateful. And then that same night, I believe he won an Emmy, if I'm not mistaken, for
Was
What
it the
If.
same night? Yeah, he got a something for What If that Star Lord What If
Yeah,
version
so just to it might not have been the same night, but around that
in
same
the same
time.
time. Yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
just it's like you said, man. He's really missed. We are very excited for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, and like just to be fully transparent, when I think about Chadwick Boseman, I think about him as a real life hero, right? Like,
Right.
and not just for the movie of Black Panther or what that movie represents or what he's, what that or what that movie stood for, but I'm talking about him individually. Like the man had stage 3 fighting stage 4 cancer, and he's yet in these hospital with these cancer patients, like these
Right.
Make a Wish Foundation kids, and he's trying to be there for them when he's dealing and battling with the same thing. Like to me, there's no better man in human history than when I can think of like a person to be like something
Right.
like a real life hero. And that's really all I could even think about when I think about Chadwick Boseman is how great of a man he was. So definitely rest in peace to the Disney legend, to the Black Panther, and to the overall African American star that he was, because I mean he's done more than just Black Panther, and the type of actor that he was such a pivotal actor in the Black community. So rest in peace once again, last and for and last, but never least.
Right. Right. Hey man, like man, just the thing I have behind me, that little art piece right there. Um, to me, like that picture right there is just like that's who he was. That's who he was, and that's who he inspired, man. Like I have a little cousin that just he still to this day just like he puts that up and
Uh,
he talks about being Black Panther and all that. So it's definitely awesome that they did that. And we can actually just transition right into Wakanda Forever. I think they brought up Ryan Coogler, um, who's the director for Black Panther and doing this Wakanda Forever. And I guess they showed some people footage
yeah,
exclusively at D23, and apparently that we also got a report that he will possibly, or he's like possibly in the running to be a director for Secret Wars. So we'll see about that. But
yeah.
so what do you any thoughts on Wakanda Forever right now? All we know really is that it focuses on the rest of the world trying to capitalize on getting Wakanda's resources when they're at their weakest. So that's like the premise of the movie. And from the description that we heard, they had was it Ramonda, Queen Ramonda?
Queen Ramonda, yes
Yeah,
sir.
she was giving a speech to the UN, and at the same time, like they were trying to get the vibranium,
Yep.
and then apparently the Dora Milaje, they caught him red-handed, and this
Hmm.
she's still powerful. The nation is still powerful, so I think that's gonna be a nice little turn up scene. But and then we got our boy, what's his name coming? What's our boy? What's Tenet?
Namor,
Yeah, Namor. I don't know why that slipped my mind. We got our boy Namor coming,
yes
and
sir.
the Atlanteans, but they're not calling them Atlanteans in this. They're calling them something
Yeah,
else.
I think they're called the some Talocians.
Talokan, yeah, Tilo something,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm not 100% sure. I gotta hear how they pronounce it to
right.
to fully. to know what how to pronounce it. But I will say, I'm excited for Wakanda Forever. Out of all the movies that we've seen this far this year, I'll be honest, Wakanda Forever was the one that gave me the most anxiety. I was like, everybody in that writing room, everybody that part of this film, like, I feel just, I couldn't even imagine because they have it the hardest trying to
Bruh.
write this movie without, create this movie without Chadwick Boseman and really cementing his legacy, but still honoring it. Like, it's just tough without, to have a Marvel Cinematic Universe without the Black Panther, right? And so I think this
Hmm.
movie is very pivotal to the MCU in general because the character, the Black Panther, is very pivotal to Marvel in general. So I think just this movie is gonna really be what, for me at least, this is the highest expectation movie I have. And I hate to say it, but like, I don't want to say expectation, but I have not. That's the bad choice or wrong choice of words. I want to say like I'm excited to see this the most. Like out of
Right.
everything, had these in phase four.
Right.
I think most excited for this, and we've had Spider-Man No Way Home. You
Right.
know
And
what I
we
mean?
had
So
Spider-Man. Right. We
right,
had Spider-Man No Way Home.
I also, I think what MCU has and Ryan Coogler and his team have decided, and Kevin Feige and that team has decided to go the route with, Namor and the Atlantis, and being based off of Mexican culture. Like, I love that because the first movie was so important
Yeah.
for the African and African American community,
Yeah.
and it's like to see now. And I seen a post on Instagram. I'm not too sure the guy's name, so forgive me for getting the tag. But he talked about it. He said that as a Mexican, because he's Mexican, the black community was like, "There's room for you here too."
Hmm.
In the movies, in this industry, like it doesn't have to be like we're this versus this or like us versus like no.
You talking about the actor?
No, it wasn't an actor. It was just like some guy like, but
Oh.
he
Okay.
was talking about how like the fact that Ryan Coogler and his team was like, hey, like Hispanic and Latin Americans, we don't get the representation either, and there's room for you here too. And so, it's really important for that. I think that's another really big topic. As somebody who's mixed myself
Hmm.
with Hispanic, like to see a character like that's usually based off of Roman or Greek mythology, like no, they transitioned it into real modernization. What it would be like in the real world if they were real, and I thought that's dope. Making Namor and all of Atlantis based off of Mexican culture.
Hmm.
Um, I really what I'm hoping is that they're not trying to in the movie. We're gonna probably see Namor and the Atlanteans versus Wakanda,
Right.
but what I'm hoping it's not gonna be. And movie viewers and viewers go thinking it's a black versus
Oh
Hispanic,
yeah.
right? I'm
Right.
hoping that there's gonna be a common ground that Namor and the Wakandans, like the Atlanteans and the Wakandans, come to
Yeah.
term with, because that's the one issue I guess I'm nervous about is in the comics the Atlanteans and Wakandans have been feuding for centuries.
Right.
They
That's
hate
a
each other. Like
rivalry.
they
That's a
absolutely
real
hate each other.
rivalry. Yeah.
So to make,
But
I'm glad that they
in the
made
comics, there's
Namor.
sea people, right? They're just like sea
They,
Atlanteans. So like
they're just Atlanteans,
they don't have
right?
any like Mexican or Hispanic ties, right?
At all,
So
at
it's
all. Like
that's
it's just the
interesting.
sunken city of Atlantis. Like so, to me, it's like that's my fear. It's like, well,
Ooh.
I'm glad that you made the representative like Hispanics,
Right.
but my fear is don't make it a black versus Latin or Spanish
Ooh.
thing. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't think they will. Marvel's really great on representation, and I'm hoping what it'll do is actually bridge that gap that a lot of Afro Latinos and Hispanics have with each other. I'm
Right.
hoping that movie will be very powerful to where just
For
like it brought
everybody.
the black community together, it'll
Yeah.
bring the black and Hispanic community together, and I think that's what it's gonna do. I have a
Ooh.
lot of faith in this movie, man. I'm
Bro,
really listen. I'm very excited about this movie.
if
I
Ryan
think.
Coogler achieves that, he's up there, bro. He's up there if he achieves
I
that.
mean, Ryan Coogler to me is already goaded,
He's
man. I'm
already,
gonna be
yeah.
honest.
You're
He's
right.
already goaded.
You're
Like in
right.
my heart and soul, that man is already goaded.
Right. Yeah, man. Dude, I'm looking forward to this movie, and like I said, I just feel like this is gonna be such a heavy movie, man. Like it's gonna be so heavy, and it's coming at it and emotionally, and it's coming at a time where like the MCU right now is very light. It's very, we had Thor: Love and Thunder, very light. She Hulk is very light. Miss
Yep.
Marvel was very light, and then like
Happy
now,
go lucky,
right,
family friendly.
right. The
Yep.
last like dark stuff we had was kind of Moon Knight, But now,
Yep.
we had these three projects that have been super light, and if you want to count the I Am Groot stuff, but very light. And then now we're coming into this, they're ending phase 5 or ending phase 4, excuse me, with this heavy Wakanda Forever, just gonna be a banger. And
Yes,
apparently,
sir.
what's his name, Feige said on stage that it's the biggest thing that they've ever done. Which, like, who knows if he means that for real, for real.
Right.
He probably does, because everybody has so much, like, like a heavy heart, working on that. But, like, he said that, and I'm pretty sure he feels that way, honestly. But we'll see. And again, like, I'm looking forward to, and now I have something else to look forward to, now that you said that, the whole, like, Spanish black thing. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. I hope that it's not like that, because obviously they're gonna be fighting. But, like, I'm pretty sure. Do you have any rumors, or not rumors, or any theories on what it would look like maybe after the movie for Namor and the Atlanteans? Like,
Yeah,
going forward, like what it might look like for them.
honestly, I think that the one thing that's really great about, you know, Marvel Comics is like every character has their own lore that can be dived in and explored so much more further.
Right.
With, with T'Challa, Black Panther, that's Wakanda, right? And
Right.
Wakanda can be explored so far. But what I think, and we know that, like, right, we got the Wakanda Forever movie coming. They talked about another show with Okoye, or like,
Okoye. Right.
and they talked about a Wakanda show that Ryan Coogler is going to do, right? So,
Right.
like, or I don't know, actually, I'm not too sure if
We'll
that Okoye
Is the
Wakanda show is
same.
going to.
We'll see. We'll
We'll
see.
see, yeah, but like, so that's a world itself, right? Then I'm pretty
Mm.
sure after this movie we'll have another Black Panther, which that movie will franchise will continue with, maybe a
Right.
third movie, right?
Right.
So for me, like, it can be explored. But then with Namor, it's like you're introducing now Namor and all of Atlantis.
Right.
So you can have Namor as an independent character show up in the MCU or his own movie, depending on how well he does,
Yeah.
or a Disney Plus series.
Yeah.
But then also now you have room to explore Atlantis and underwater and all of those characters like Namora and Atuma.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's another world that you can really explore. And I love what you said about, like, earlier, like a couple minutes ago, about the movie like ending, or like the phase 4 ending like with this heavy, like a darker tone of a movie. Maybe not dark tone, but like it's
Just,
more
yeah.
emotional than
It's
than
serious.
yeah,
It's
more
very
serious.
serious.
And I think that's gonna they're setting us up for that too. We also got to transition a little bit into also D23, but we got a Werewolf by Night special. Like
Right.
that's gonna be very dark and serious tone. So I think they're gonna set us up for success ending phase 4 with that, that heavy pulling on our heartstrings, tone of Wakanda Forever. I will
Right.
say though, I think with Namor, my theory on how the movie and that character will transition further into the MCU. I think that they'll scuffle, in Wakanda Forever and all of that
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And at the end of the movie, it'll be kind of like a little bit more of a family-friendly, kid-friendly version of how the comics are. Black Panther and T'Challa, Wakanda and Atlantis in the comics, they hate each other, right?
Right.
They only work together if they have to. Like,
Right.
where I think in this, it'll be very similar, right? Like, Namor will hate the Wakandans, but he'll be like, I don't got no beef with y'all, but I don't rock with y'all. Like, I don't
Right.
mess with y'all. We ain't
Right.
got no family, friends. We ain't got no coolness a part of us. I just don't want to kill y'all because I got bigger things to worry about,
Right.
or y'all not my problem right now. Like,
Which makes sense, because I mean, obviously there's bigger threats that are coming. We know if there's a whole Kang thing coming. We know
yeah,
Secret Wars is coming. Like, we know some bigger stuff is coming. So, like, I'm pretty sure it could get to a point where they put their stuff to the side and be like, all right,
decide.
let's focus on this.
And I
That's
could see, I'm assuming, that Namor's personality is gonna be very much like it is in the comics. What I'm gonna assume is, as far as the MCU, I think his personality will also be like, or how he views the humans and Wakandans or whatever. It'll be like how Orm was in Aquaman. Like, stay out of my, like, once the feud is all over and
mm-hmm.
everything, he's like, now just stay out of my oceans. Like, stay
Okay.
out of
Right.
Atlantis, stay out of the deeper waters, like, or we're gonna have problems.
Right.
I'm assuming that's what it's gonna be like to end the movie. It's like he doesn't
Okay.
want beef with anybody. Just stay away from my place.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right.
I mean, like, and if you need me, you could come possibly, like, maybe you could come find me.
Yeah.
But that's only if it's impacting my oceans. I don't care about the world. Like,
Right, bro. They got underwater phones, bro. They got under. How the Avengers gonna contact Namor if he's gonna be a part of
I
the
mean,
squad? Like, how they contact
Wakanda
him?
gonna have to send some vibranium frequencies, and
Frequencies.
who knows?
They gonna have to send the frequency. He'll know by the frequency, I guess.
But I definitely feel like they have some way to communicate. Like, I mean, in Endgame, Okoye is talking about the Earth's crust and
Right.
the vibrations underneath shifting and
Right.
everything, and so I'm assuming they know like how to talk with or how to communicate in some way.
All right.
We're
Okay.
gonna have to see.
We're gonna have, yeah, definitely gonna have to see. Definitely gonna
Gotta
have to
wait
see.
and see.
All right. Cool. Cool. And I guess last question on this, then we'll move on. Is Doctor Doom gonna show up?
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's say end credit scene
Yeah.
trailer. They already casted him.
Yeah.
They already casted him, voice casted him, or whatever. They already got the outfit made.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with end credit scene.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Nobody judge me or ridicule us here at the alternate timeline. If it doesn't happen, it's just a theory.
It's just a theory.
But I'm gonna leave it at that.
It's the rumors out there though. We didn't start this rumor. We just talked about it. So they can't talk bad about us. All we doing is talking about what's out there. But yeah, I totally agree. I think it's a post credit scene. I think it's gonna be a cool looking shot. And they may not even really like show all of him. They just just a little bit of a little
This is
little
what they
peek.
gonna show. They gonna
The
show
side, right?
Nah, they're gonna show the behind, like right here, like shoulder length.
Yeah.
Up. You'll see it, the cape,
Okay.
like the hood. I mean the hood.
The hood.
And then it'll be his face turned,
Uh-huh.
and it'll be a side panel of the metal face. That's all we get.
That's all we get.
That's all we need with the green eyes, glowing. That's all.
You heard it here first, people. You heard it here first. That's what's happening. Talk to him. All right, man. Let's. I want to stick with Ryan Coogler because he stayed on stage and he talked about Ironheart. Apparently, he's going to be the executive producer of Ironheart, who we will see in Wakanda Forever. Yeah. So yeah, he's the executive producer there, and they talked a little bit about this show. We have confirmation that Homeboy is playing the Hood. What's his name? Ramos. Ramos.
Yeah, Ramos.
I think it's like Anthony Ramos. He's in a nice little commercial too for like an NFL commercial, which is cool. And I like him as an actor. And he's playing the Hood, and the whole premise of this show is the idea of tech versus magic versus tech, which I'm excited for that because I feel like they've been kind of playing that up ever since the MCU started. Just kind of like in the background, but like here they're going to tackle it, in your face.
Yeah.
And I just kind of like the whole tech versus magic thing and what's actually, science and what's actually magic. Like I brought up, I think in another podcast, I brought up the 10 rings. Like, is it magic or is it ancient technology that they just don't understand yet? And I think they're kind of playing off of that idea there. So
I agree, man. I would say that one thing I'm really nervous about is how they do it, right?
Right.
Because, like you just said, what's magic and what's tech? I think back of in the MCU Phase 1 in Thor, where Thor is explaining to Jane, he's like, to us, this is technology, but to you, it's magic because you're not familiar with it.
Right.
So in the MCU they have like the Wrecking Crew and She-Hulk. If for anybody it's all caught up, they have Asgardian tools.
Mm-hmm.
They're just tools. That's not really magic, but to humans, it gives you enhancements or it feels like magic, right? So it's interesting what really, like you said, will be magic versus what's really tech.
Right.
I'll be honest, I have no expectations for the show.
Okay.
This is for me. I have certain shows that I have expectations for.
Okay.
And some or movies, and some that I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's bad as a viewer to go into because we really shouldn't have any expectations.
That's
but
fine.
I think for me, being as Dennis said earlier, being so in touch with the source material, like I try to have to split that knowledge, right? It's like, okay, I know what I know, but I know Ironheart isn't going to be like how she was introduced in the comics. I know it's not going to be anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And her first villain, she's never even met the Hood, or I should say, in her story, they don't really have she's met him, but like that's a whole other thing. But
Okay.
she, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I can't really base it off of her comic story, her
Right.
comic origin. So for me, it's like I'm just looking forward to this MCU adaptation, see how they blend it, introduce her character, and then
Mm-hmm.
if she has any homages or anything like that to the source material, and just be excited for another Iron like character. Like right, like we lost Iron Man, we don't really get much of Rhodey around, like War
Right.
Machine.
Right.
To see Iron Man's legacy be transitioned into another way, like I'm all about characters with tech.
Right.
I love that ideal. Like robots are all cool to me. So it's gonna be, and I think the actress that they casted, she looks really, really
She looks
good.
good with it, right? Yeah.
Like she looks like she's gonna bring Riri Williams to life. So
Right.
I'm looking forward to the show. Again, no expectations, nothing that I'm like
Right.
gonna downplay or nothing that I'm gonna high hold to high standards. Nothing
Yeah.
that I'm super excited for. Nothing that I think will be super bad.
Yeah.
Just looking forward to seeing it.
It's a good way to go into it, man. I think the more that I know about this, because like the when they said the whole magic versus tech thing, that kind of caught my interest. I was like, okay, because I wasn't thinking anything about the show either. And then when they said that, I was
Yeah.
like, okay. And then I think I heard somewhere that it could even possibly have some ties to like the Agatha Harkness show, possibly. I saw like
Oh,
that out there, like it could have some kind of connections, which I was like, okay, like if they're gonna dive that deep into the magic stuff, we'll see. But like you were
yeah.
saying, the whole like her having her being another iron suit being out there, I didn't even think about that. So that is kind of nice that we're gonna have another iron something out there, which is cool.
Yeah.
um
I'm
yeah,
also
man.
excited to, I think that Ironheart is a really good. This is just my theory, another theory for
Yeah.
Ironheart, but it would be really cool to see maybe more of Latveria or something along the sides of Doom, because Doom is that mixture of technology and
And
magic.
right.
So it's like maybe not seeing him, because I'm presuming we'll get him in in Black Panther Wakanda
Yeah.
Forever, but maybe a mention to him or like his company, like or Latveria or something like along those
Yeah.
lines, you know?
Oh, it's coming. Sometime soon. That stuff is coming, man. Got to. Got to. Let's transition to Ant-Man. Ant-Man Quantumania. I think that was the next one that popped up. And we know that it's going to link to the Kang dynasty. I think that was kind of obvious when they put it all out there. And then perhaps more. Like I know obviously it's gonna go to Loki season 2 as well. Um, but I guess people have been shown the exclusive trailer stuff like that, and then you seen that picture that's out there floating around with what's his name, Scott Lang, all messed up.
All messed
He's
up.
all messed up. Hey,
Listen, man, if they kill Scott, I'm rioting. That's all I'm
bro,
saying.
I've been on some streams and I've been saying it. I think they're killing him off. I think they're
I'm
killing
gonna
Ant
tell
Man.
you, I honestly could see it. This is his third movie, right? Like,
Right,
um, and I'm gonna be honest. In the comics, Scott dies. This
right.
is his literally dies, and
I remember.
it helps set up like not this, but when Cassie's starting to join the Young Avengers, she's looking for him. And they try to bring him back, and like all of this
Yeah,
stuff. Like, so I could literally see it as that this movie setting up the Young Avengers.
right.
Here's my theory, and I've been saying this since Endgame. I thought this was going to happen in Endgame, but this is my theory.
Yeah,
Ant-Man can travel through time with the quantum realm and things like that.
right.
I wouldn't be surprised if we go into a future and we see a future Avengers or like a future Young Avengers based off of the movie with Kang. That where that happens. Like they go to
Okay.
the, you know what I mean? It's an animated movie, or is it that show? I think it's that show, the Avengers Earth's Mightiest Hero, something like one of those things. But like, I could see that, like them going to the future. We have an adult Cassie as like Stinger. We
Hmm.
have Patriot already around. Like,
Yeah.
who knows? I'm not saying that all those characters will be in Ant-Man and the Wasp. I mean, excuse me, yeah, Quantumanium. Not saying that they'll all be there, but I could see like a scene like of Kang in the future, or like somebody in the future, and it's like maybe all the stuff on the ground, or how there was in Age of Ultron, something like that. I could
Hmm.
definitely. That's a theory. I think I don't think they're gonna just be in the future or through the quantum realm, and it's not gonna have any ties to any other.
Something else, right? Because we did see that it was heavily, in the quantum realm. A lot of this whole film takes place in the quantum realm, and which we'll see. I guess Modoc is going to be a part of it. What else? But yeah, man, people have seen a bunch of like Kang. I've heard from people that were at D23 that Kang's suit looks really, really nice. And that to me tells me that they got the real thing, and he's gonna have at least what I think is like he's gonna have like a blue tinted visor or something like that. Like his face not gonna be blue because we saw that
Yeah.
one leaked trailer where they just show his regular face. He's got his stuff on, but he got his just regular face.
So what I think is gonna, because yeah, in the comics it's a mask,
It,
right?
oh, it's a mask. Okay, got you.
In the comics it's a mask. So what I think it's gonna be in the MCU, I could see it being a blue visor, or I could just see the headpiece
Yeah.
having a blue light on it, like a blue light,
Okay.
and
Hmm.
it's just blue light. 'Cause I think what I think of like in like the movie Moonlight, right? Like certain reflections when they hit
Yeah.
a darker melanated complexion, it's a
Yeah.
blue. It's like the skin glows blue, and
Okay.
on black skin that's beautiful, right? So I could see Jonathan Meyer with the blue light glow, and they just leave it at that.
Okay.
I
Okay.
could see that.
Okay. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that.
I
That's
like the visor idea too. Like it just comes down in front. Like
it could be. I think probably the most simplest thing they could do. I would say, but like
I'm
just
either way, I'm fine. I think as long I don't even need the mask. Like it doesn't even have.
it didn't
And
need to.
like
Yeah.
it don't gotta be blue.
Right. He
I don't even
didn't
care if it's blue, as long as he's in the
in
regular
the
the suit
suit.
itself.
In the suit.
The
Right.
blueness could be whatever because that's just the mask they take off. Like,
Right.
did
But
I
I
want the
remember.
blue? Yes. Do I
Right.
want as the comic purist and
Right.
me,
Right.
the
Right.
comic accuracy? I do want the blue. But would I be
Right.
mad about it? No. It's
Right.
Jonathan. Like,
It's Jonathan
Myers,
Majors.
bro.
Majors.
Like, it's
Yeah.
Jonathan Majors, bro. He's a phenomenal actor. I don't care. Like,
Yeah. So that's what the reason I say that. I think that they're gonna give like the blue thing is because some of these same people that saw the first trailer, remember the first trailer, the leaked one, we saw
Yeah.
Jonathan Majors and he was just he was in his suit, but he didn't have any like helmet on or anything. So to me, these same people seeing this extended version saying like, oh my God, the suit looks amazing. To me, that just says like they saw the full thing.
extent of it.
The full thing. And like to me, that's just like I love that this suit's gonna be amazing. I feel like we're gonna be happy about it. That's all I'm saying about it. So
What I've seen though that we're not going to be excited about apparently is that MODOK suit though, man.
I've been seeing that people kind of questioning that. I think there's more to it. Maybe we'll see, but I think there's more to that whole look that they haven't really shown yet. Possibly.
We'll see. I'm hoping.
That's what people are saying. So we'll see. Because right now it's like that's like I don't know about just that. that I don't know. Looks like a damn bug or something like that. It's like, but we'll see. I think there's more to it, so I'm gonna hold and wait to see the movie to really say something about that. But yeah, I mean, I guess my thing is I think that Scott dies, and the reason I think that is because the event there's no real like Avengers team right now, in my opinion. Like they've shown Carol and Sam and Wong kind of communicating in Shang-Chi, but like to me there's like not really an Avengers team yet. Like we don't know of a squad yet. So to me, what would make the Avengers come to light is somebody's death. And to me, that first person would be, I mean, he's interacting with the big bad being Scott Lang. And I think he's important enough for the Avengers to be like, okay, we need to like, a threat is here. Scott just died. We need to like do something about that. We need to become a team.
That's a good theory, and I agree. I can see that.
I think that's what, and you know what's cool about it is Ant-Man. Well, it's not cool that he's gonna die, but like Ant-Man's first interaction with an Avenger was Falcon, if you remember. And was it the first Ant-Man? Where they go to event like campus or whatever, and Falcon is like is there, which would be kind of like an interesting little connection. But yeah, I think that he's the reason why the Avengers come together.
I could definitely see that. And then I could even see it as Cassie like going to get the Avengers, like, hey, like my dad died, like.
Right. Yeah. But the movie itself, apparently, like Cassie maybe gets taken or something. I've been hearing like she may get like taken by Kang, and this Kang is like requesting Scott to do something for him or get something for him that only Scott can get or something like that. So yeah, Kang is gonna be having Scott do some things, jump through hoops for him, and I mean we'll see. That's all we kind of really know about the movie right now. Other than Kang is gonna be pretty menacing, and can't wait to see that.
Word.
So yeah. Is there
Yeah.
anything else
Oh,
that you had about Ant-Man Quantumania?
yes, sir. So the rumors, I think actually no, I think we talked about it. Modoc looking a little different or
Yeah.
whatever, like in that leaked thing that or the
Yeah.
I use leaked in air quotes because we don't know if it was leaked legit from a source or if it was a fan made
A
one.
fan that
People,
yeah.
yeah, people are like going back and forth about that thing.
Yeah.
I want to say, regardless, as a fan of Modoc, I know that sounds wild because Modoc hasn't had that many fans, but like
I'm about to say it's all five of you.
I actually genuinely like Modoc. I don't
Okay.
care about comic accuracy
Okay.
when it comes to Modoc. The mask thing, I'm a little iffy about because I feel like Modoc shouldn't have a mask.
Okay.
But as far as the rest of the look, like it didn't look bad to me.
Right.
And if if it is a mask that opens because they're trying to savor that for like the
Yeah.
reveal of who it is, Darren
Yeah.
Cross being
Yeah.
him, then I'm okay with that. Like, I think when it comes to people who are like very comic purists, like they really hold this source material to their hearts. Like, you got to get over it, bro. Like, it's an adaptation. At the end of the day, this isn't the correct by book thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be some mix-ups. There's gonna be some twist things like that here and there. And I think the Modoc sometimes it's good, sometimes we hate it, like Taskmaster. But we're not gonna talk about that.
We not gonna. Well, we are gonna talk about that though, because
We are gonna talk about that though. Actually,
but we
bit,
are right.
Modoc doesn't bother me.
Okay.
I will say, I think we touched a lot about on the rumors, the theories. I think we're good with the Ant-Man and the Quantumanium. I like the Quantumanium. I like that name.
Yeah, I like that name's. That name's kind of fire. Kind of
Yeah.
fire. Cool. Let's move on to Werewolf by Night, man. We got a trailer. Got a trailer of it. October 7th. October 7th. That's like right around the corner. That's in a few days.
That is literally the Sunday or something. I'm coming back from Comic-Con. Literally.
Right.
So like I'm excited, man. Like listen.
What are you excited about?
I love horror stuff. I'm all about horror horror films, like unless it's about ghosts and demons and spirits and stuff.
That stuff, yeah, we don't do that.
But like like hack and slashers and thrillers, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
This looks like it's gonna be a whole different tone for Marvel. I don't know if they gave it a rating yet. If it's rated mature or if it's rated not mature. Rated mature for TV or if it's rated R as a film. I don't really know what they rated it.
Yeah.
But I love the black and white tone, like the aesthetics.
Mm-hmm.
We got a first look at the MCU's version of Man-Thing.
Man-Thing, yeah.
The Man-Thing, y'all. Like, can y'all believe that?
That's crazy.
We had a movie of that years ago. If y'all remember that obscure movie, The Man-Thing.
Yeah.
And it wasn't as comic accurate or close to what it could have been. Like, it was good, but it was
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You see the Man-Thing, bro.
Right.
And it's like just like the comics where he touches somebody and if they not pure, they burn it. Like, we get all of that in the trailer. We get Elsa Bloodstone.
Yeah.
We get what is his name? Alex?
I think it's Jack Russell, right? No?
Jack Russell. Excuse me. Jack Russell. I was gonna say Alex Russell. No, Jack Russell.
Yeah.
We get Jack Russell. Like, we getting it.
Yeah.
And to me, it feels like, I mean, those three things. How could you not be expecting to set up the Midnight Suns?
Talk to me. Talk to me.
It just feels like it.
Bro,
I don't want to hype any fans up. I don't want to get. We don't know. We just theorizing. We just talking like everybody talks.
Nah. We're hyping that. You know why? Because they damn trademarked it. They trademarked it, and Midnight Suns was part of that trademark that came out on that leaked whatever list. Yeah. And to me, that is coming. That like something. Midnight Suns is coming. Something.
So my theory, man, is after the Werewolf by Night, we'll probably get our first look at Blade.
Blade for sure.
The Werewolf by Night, like the end credit scene, it'll be Blade.
Well, they said that they had scheduling conflict, and that he's not. They were going to do him showing up at the end like a post credit, but apparently he had a scheduling thing. They couldn't.
Got it.
But I don't know. Sometimes they be lying though. Like they be lying. They be lying, bro.
I'm gonna tell you this: if it's not Blade, if it's not Marshala Ali, Marshala Ali as Blade, then it's gonna be what's his name as Dane Whitman,
right? Black Knight. Yeah.
We'll see some of the Black Knight outfit. We'll see like half of it or the emblem or something. That's what those are my only two theories when it comes to the Werewolf by Night.
Yeah.
Only thing I can tell everybody else, the only other thing I could tell everybody else is I will be watching that joint at least twice.
Twice.
Once when it comes out and once on Halloween day. I
Okay.
need that. Like
Okay.
that joint is gonna be a
I like
good
that.
Halloween. I'm all about the fall spooky vibes.
I
Like,
like that.
so I'm looking forward to this. And I think that's really all I got on it. I don't have any really expectations other than I'm excited, y'all.
Right, right. Yeah, the trailer sold me like it's just like a one off thing. So I
Yeah, I'm cool
like
with that.
that. Yeah, I'm cool with that too. They can do
Ooh.
more. They can do more of those.
So one thing I will say, y'all, that I'm really excited about when it comes to this Werewolf by Night presentation is just
Mhm.
that. Marvel announced it as like a special presentation.
Yeah.
And somebody on Twitter said something that was really interesting to me. They're like, if this goes well, this special presentation thing goes
Hmm.
well, we already know we have another one before the end of the year, which is the Guardians of the Galaxy Halloween holiday segment.
Christmas. Yeah. Hmm.
So people were talking about it like this can be another form of success for the MCU on
Hmm.
Disney Plus, right? We
Right.
can get maybe one-off introductions to characters this way.
Try.
Like, what if somebody was like, what if we do a Ghost Rider special presentation? That can lead up into other things. Like, these are ways that we can have like one-off stories with characters, whether we're introducing characters or telling a side story that needed to be told
Right.
for the next bigger plot. And I think the special presentations are great because it doesn't have to be a whole show.
Right.
It doesn't have to be a whole 6 or 9 or however many long episode show. Just 1 hour or 1.5 hours, one presentation. And I
Right.
think that's really unique. So I'm looking forward to what Marvel can do with those presentations. And we got to start off. We're gonna start it off and see what Werewolf by Night.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm excited too, man. Like you were basically saying, this opens the door to the supernatural side of Marvel, and to me, I swear I love that side, and I want to know more about it, and I'm interested to see where the MCU takes that. Um, and it's funny, like my introduction to Elsa Bloodstone, was through Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, which is
Yeah,
it's like one of those, you played that game before, right? It's kind of one of those linear story games where you can
yeah,
battle with a bunch of teammates and all that stuff. Um, but yeah, Elsa Bloodstone was like a badass in that game. So I'm hyped to see her actually in live action. Looking forward to seeing her doing her monster hunting thing. And then yeah, we saw Man Thing, we saw Werewolf or Jack Russell, and yeah, like I said, it just opens up the doors to like, man, more Blade, more, whenever we get Ghost Rider, because we know Ghost Rider is coming. He coming. He's on the way. He's on the
yes, sir.
way. The Black Knight, and, whoever else they want to introduce in there. Moon Knight's already out there. So yeah, I'm hyped for the potential of the Midnight Suns, and this is kind of like the beginning of it to me. So that's
Yes,
kind of
sir.
that's kind of where I lie. And then like you said, just like the effects, the black and white aesthetic. Um, Looking forward to the special for sure, for sure, for sure. Anything else you got to say on that?
Nah, I think we touched everything as far as Werewolf, man. We both excited and just looking forward to it.
Facts, facts, facts. Let's get into Secret Invasion. We did get a trailer for this, man. Tell me your thoughts on that trailer, because I'm looking forward to it. Let's
Listen,
go.
man, I am very much looking forward to Secret Invasion.
Ah,
A lot of comic book guys are really mad that they're taking this more, spy espionage and like obscure route where it's just more of like a focused story on one kid, which is Samuel Jackson's
yeah,
Nick Fury.
yeah,
But I'm gonna be honest, I personally like that. Um, I think it gives us a different feel of what we're used to. We're used to all of these big events from the comics being
yeah.
big events in the MCU, right? Like
Okay.
Civil War. It was a Captain America movie, but it was still a big event, right? Infinity War, Endgame, all about that was basically the
Yeah.
Infinity War. Oh, that was basically the Infinity Gauntlet comic story.
Right.
We got in Age of Ultron, which was basically the Ultron, not Age of Ultron story, but it was basically an Ultron story. Like we've gotten so many big events that they've made big movies, right? So
Right.
like to see Secret Invasion as big as it was in the comics, it does, as a comic fan, it is a little disappointing to see it watered down. But I like that it's not so much. I don't want to use the word watered down. I like it more because it's focused, right? Like I
Okay.
said earlier, so
Okay.
more so focused on one person
Now,
and how that one person impacts everything.
everything? Right. Now, do you think
Everything.
that? Go ahead. Continue.
No, I mean that's it, man. I think Nick Fury has been a big piece that we've been missing
Yeah,
from the MCU for a while now, right?
yeah,
Like for me, it feels like we haven't had Nick Fury since Phase Two. After Age of Ultron, it's kind of like,
yeah,
well, what is going on with Nick Fury? We had him in
yeah,
Endgame for a quick second and in Infinity War for a quick
yeah.
second, but it's like
And there's
he's
theories
not his
that
presence is missed.
right, and there's theories that we haven't seen him. That wasn't even the real Nick Fury right then. People
No,
think
we
that we
don't
haven't
even
seen
know.
the
So
real one
that's
since
another
Winter
thing.
Soldier.
Yep, that's another thing. Like it might not even be before that. Like to be honest, and this is a me putting this theory out there because I haven't
Talk,
seen this theory
talk to him.
anywhere. But what if we haven't had the real Nick Fury since Captain Marvel and
I
he was
was just
introduced to
thinking
the
that.
world?
I was just
Like, what
thinking
if
that,
he's been
bro.
in space for 20 plus years and
Bruh,
him and Talos been? We don't know. I mean,
we don't
Captain Marvel
know
wasn't on Earth for so long,
exactly,
so
bruh.
like we don't know. Secret Invasion is gonna be like that show that I feel like they're saying it's gonna link, and this is right before we get into this next part. But
Yeah,
they say Secret Invasion is linking right into Armor Wars,
right,
right? But like, how do we know Secret Invasion doesn't also leak into the Marvels,
right.
or it doesn't leak into like link into other shows
Yeah,
that had to deal with Nick Fury? Nick Fury is a key piece
yeah,
to Marvel in comics as well as the MCU, and I think just this show itself is going to be really what we see from Nick Fury,
yeah,
his history in the Marvel, and then we're going to see not only what has happened throughout all of this time, but then we're going to see what they do with Samuel Jackson's Nick Fury moving forward. Because
right.
we're going to be honest with ourselves, guys, as fans of not only Marvel Comics, Marvel the Cinematic Universe, but fans of Samuel L. Jackson, he is getting older.
Oof.
He is
Don't
getting,
say
you know
that.
what I mean?
Don't
We
say
gotta.
that.
No, I'm just saying, like he can't be doing
don't,
he can't be doing these action roles forever, man.
don't say that. Don't say things like that. Nah,
So
I feel you.
look,
I feel you. I feel you for sure. I feel you.
I'm not. I personally wouldn't mind if Samuel Jackson continued doing this forever,
And
but
he
at some
likes
point,
doing it too. He like
he
he
likes
talks
doing it.
crap to people that hate on the MCU. Like I love that about him. I love
I
that.
love that about him,
I love
man.
that. He's
And
like
it would
man.
be great, like like we could get LMD versions of him, like the life model decoys.
Yeah.
Why haven't we had those in the movies yet? That's like that's Nick Fury's thing in the comics, the life model decoys.
Okay.
What I was telling my mentor, his name is Josh Bishop. He's all about this stuff too. He's in this world. He's gonna have a booth at Comic Con, so
Okay.
that's because I'll show some of his stuff off. But
Mm.
one thing me and my mentor was talking about is I could see them doing the reverse for the MCU, what they did to the comics. So in the comics, Nick Fury Senior is the white guy, and
Okay.
his son Nick Fury Junior is the black Nick Fury in the
Oh.
comics,
Okay.
right? I could see them doing the reverse. Nick Fury Sr. being Samuel Jackson,
Okay.
and then he has a son. He could be like a mixed looking white guy
All right.
as Nick Fury Jr.
All right.
And that could be how Nick Fury stays around. You know what I'm saying? That's just a fun theory. I don't know.
Yeah. All
Again,
right.
I would like if Samuel Jackson continued doing this till he can't no more.
So yeah. Yeah.
And let him have. I want him to have the life model decoys, y'all. I need
Okay.
the life model decoys. That's all I'm. That's my biggest. That's the only thing I'm focused on when it comes to Nick Fury. As far as Secret Invasion, though, trailer looks amazing.
Yeah.
Tone looks great. Looks serious. Doesn't look like it's gonna be no funny
Yeah.
business.
Yeah.
They didn't give us a release date. They just said early 2023, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. I think so. So
I'm gonna tell y'all here right now. I'm calling it here.
uh
I think it's gonna be springtime, either March or April.
okay. March or April. Gotcha.
That's my theory.
That's the theory. Yeah, man. I looked at that trailer and I was like, okay, this is to me. This is the Disney Plus show that Disney Plus has needed from Marvel. That's what it feels like to me. Like it just feels like one of those like this is a show. Like it really
I agree.
like it
I
looks like
agree.
a show like it would be on HBO Max type of time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
No
like the
joke.
vibes of it. Like yeah. Now I have a question for you. Do you think that it's possible that they're showing us a very focused view of the Secret Invasion, and then like it could possibly like what they haven't shown is that it actually is bigger than what we think it is?
I mean, that's a good. I didn't even think about that. That's a good possibility. They do like to mess around with the trailers often, like
Yeah.
they did in War, like they did with Civil War. Like they've
Right.
done it a couple times. Like so, I mean, I could definitely see
Mm-hmm.
them doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I will say though, with them casting Amelia Clark as that agent of Shield, I forgot who she is. She's in the Secret Invasion too, and she's a
Right.
big part.
Yeah.
of Secret Invasion. I just don't remember her name, but
Right.
I could see them just keeping it small, man. Like they don't want to. Now I will say they could probably introduce some new characters
Mm.
and or like some characters that we thought were and they were scrolls the whole time. Like they could do that, but like I think it's more so gonna be very focused and
Okay.
centered on
I see. I
like
I think it's a possibility they blow it up a little bit. I think that I don't know. I think
I
that
think
it
it'll
could.
happen in the end though, like towards the ending of the
Okay.
show, like first half, like the beginning in the first half, well, and like the first 3 quarters will be
Hmm.
like very focused, and then the last half is like, oh man, all of these people were scrolls the whole time, like
Right.
all this
Yeah.
crazy stuff was
Yeah.
happening, like that. I could see that, yeah,
Right.
for
Because
sure.
they've been infiltrating for a minute now, and apparently it's gonna be
The
like,
'90s,
yeah, and apparently it's gonna be like, we're gonna have, because obviously they introduced good scrolls too, like Talos and
right?
his crew and whatever. So apparently it's gonna be like good scrolls and good people versus bad scrolls and bad people, kind
Yeah,
of thing. I've seen that been thrown out there a little bit. So yeah, I mean, we'll see how far they take it. I don't see I could see it being a focus thing too, but I could also see him being like, okay, this is gonna have like a lingering effect, and like this could blow out. This could blow up a little bit. So we'll see. We'll see. But
what I will say as a fan, and this is the comic purist in me. This
go
is
ahead. You
look, I
gotta
gotta say,
you gotta let the comic peers talk for a minute.
look, just a little bit, right?
Let them out a little bit.
I gotta let my other comic purists know, my other comic fans know, right?
Yeah.
I just gotta let y'all know we're not gonna get that famous Nick Fury line from Secret Invasion in this movie. I mean, in this show,
Oh yeah.
where he says, where the scrolls are like, who they're like, we for her for them for the love of them, he loves you or whatever the
Yeah.
scrolls are saying.
Yeah.
And then when Nick Fury asks who loves you, and then the scroll is like God, the famous Nick Fury line where he's like, oh yeah, well my God has a hammer.
Mm.
We're not gonna get that line.
We're not gonna get that line.
Chris Hemsworth Thor isn't gonna be in the show. So I hate to tell y'all that. I want the line. I need. Maybe it will happen.
That'd be kind of lit.
He doesn't need to be in the show for him to say it. Maybe he could just say, "Oh yeah, well my God has a hammer."
Right.
But I don't think that's happening, y'all. I'm sorry, but it would be nice.
You never know. You never know. But yeah, man, the trailer looks very serious, and is what I've been seeing thrown out there is Winter Soldier vibes, which it does kind of give that off, and very looking forward to that, very much so. Man, let's keep the hype train. Let's keep the hype train alive, man. Let's go right into Loki, because that's who they brought out next. The cast of Loki. Apparently, they took a break from filming their show and took a break to D23 and showed up for us. And yeah, man, Loki season 2, dude. We Loki season 1 was phenomenal. I would say phenomenal. We got a lot of. It's sensational. they set up a lot.
Yes, they did.
It's one of those shows where they kind of put, it's almost like a cornerstone show. They put a lot in there that sets up everything. It's the thing that connects the multiversal saga.
Yes, sir.
Which is so interesting that they chose it to be Loki and everything. But I'm with it. I'm very with it. I'm with it.
Man, to even piggyback off of that more, man, I truthfully think that I think Loki is gonna tie into Quantumania. I think Quantumania is gonna tie into
Loki, and then it's gonna bounce to Kang Dynasty probably, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
I think that's how it's gonna go.
There's rumors in season 2 of Loki that the Squadron Supreme is gonna be there.
We've been hearing that.
So I could see that being like, all right, boom, Quantumanium, and then it introduces maybe the Quantums or whatever, but then boom, Loki, and they're there.
Yeah.
And they're like henchmen of him.
A henchman of him. That's what they've been saying. Yeah, they're like henchmen. We'll see, man. We'll see if they do the Squadron Supreme route. What else? I don't know if we know too much about it. I think they were shown an exclusive. Oh, there was a leak.
When they started filming, they put out that picture of Loki back in the TVA.
In the TVA.
And the prison collar on his neck. So we know he got captured again in some way.
Yeah. There was a leak.
Synopsis came out.
Yeah.
Saying that Mobius and I forgot the one of the TVA agents, but they don't remember who he is.
Yeah, right.
Sylvie did come out on stage, so the actress that plays Lady Loki.
Yeah.
So I mean, she's still a part of the show.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as that, man, we really don't know.
We
I did see
Go ahead.
Well, now I was gonna say I did see that there was a rumor, and this is just me putting this out here.
Mm,
This is a rumor. It was a fake rumor, but I could see this as a theory happening.
mm.
There was a rumor that Chris Hemsworth was gonna portray the voice of Throg.
Of Throg, yeah.
And I'm with that. Like, why not give us that? Like
Right.
at all? Like that's like the best thing you could do for us, really, as a fan. Like it's like we as fans of the MCU, we love the little Easter
We
eggs in
love
the
that.
comics,
We
right?
love
Like
that stuff,
it doesn't even have to be a full episode, but like a quick, like 2-3 minute conversation. Like
bruh.
maybe he has 2 or 3 sentences. Like that's all we need.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's kind of what makes the MCU special, in my opinion. Just
Yeah,
like the little connective stuff that they can do, and I feel like they do a pretty good job of it, especially even in She-Hulk right now, which we'll get to. But they do a pretty good job of just giving you those little Easter eggs, little like, oh, this is nice, little clever things that they do. And
yes, sir.
but yeah, I'm looking forward to Loki, and apparently Kang's fingerprints are all over it. Obviously, we don't know if he's in it, or if he's just like his presence is just felt or whatever.
Yeah,
So we'll see with that. But I mean, Loki is Loki, man. I expect more madness and more multiversal stuff and just more Kang stuff. So
same.
more
I think the only
TVA.
big expectation I have now is towards the end of season 2, will it tie him back into the real timeline, or will he meet up with Thor, or like how does that? Because you can't
Right.
really have Thor without. I mean, you can't really have Loki without Thor,
All right.
and vice versa. I mean, sometimes Thor you can't have him without Loki. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like so,
Yeah.
I
That's a
think that you
good.
can't have them in the MCU still both alive and then not intertwining in their fates somehow. So I think that's my only one concern is for season 2 of Loki is hopefully it does tie into Thor in the
Yeah.
future somehow.
That's an excellent point because I never even thought about that too. Like, what do we like? What does it even look like for Loki after this? Like, when this whole thing is over, like, what are you going to put him back on Earth or put him back on
And
Asgard or
I'll
what?
be
Like,
honest with you, I could see it as like I could be even more fully honest with you, right? Like maybe it's not Scott that dies that brings the Avengers together. Maybe it's Loki, like right, and that because the Loki was also their first main villain, right? And
right,
Bruce would remember that.
right,
Thor would remember that. So it's like, I mean, I'm not saying it was. I
yeah.
like
Okay,
your
I can see
theory
that
more of.
angle. I can see that angle.
I like your theory more, your perspective of Scott dying and pull it. But who's to say it's not both, right?
Right.
Like Loki brings Thor, Loki
Yeah.
dying again brings
Yeah.
Thor, or like you never know. Like
Yeah.
so, I
Multiple
can see
people.
that too. Like Kang, I feel like Kang and Loki have to deal with something, right? Just like
Yeah.
how Thanos and Loki had to deal with something.
Yeah. Okay.
So I
Okay.
mean, we don't know until we get some more info about Loki season 2. But I am excited. I know you're excited for sure.
Yeah, it's Loki, man. How can you not? Yeah,
Tom
man.
Hiddleston is phenomenal, man.
Yeah, he's Loki.
He's literally
Who's
Loki.
Tom Hiddleston, bro? That's Loki. What are you talking about? But we got, let's see. Oh yeah, Kevin Feige. I guess we'll go over this real quick because Kevin Feige got on stage and basically said that he has nothing to tell about Fantastic Four. And but Matt Shackman was out there in the audience and he pointed at him and said, "Hey, that's our director for Fantastic Four, by the way," which we knew that was already reported.
Yep.
But he basically confirmed that he's the director, and I think a lot of people are saying that he wants to have his um, opinions, the Matt Shackman's opinions on like the cast and stuff like that, which I guess that makes
Yep.
sense too. But yeah, man, nothing to announce for Fantastic Four, and like we were saying before we even hopped on this, I think that there is a reason why. I think that they have what they want in Fantastic Four. I think they're ready for Fantastic Four. Um,
Yeah.
I do. I personally think
You
they're.
mean the cast and everything?
I think that they know what they want. I'll say that. I think they know what they want. I don't know if the cast is already signed or anything. Well, that would probably be public information, but like I think they know who they want. Um, but to me, I think they just kept things quiet because I was saying before we hopped on was that I think they wanted to give the spotlight to more of the other stuff that they wanted to, you know, to talk about. So just like Captain America, like the Thunderbolts, like the Marvels, like everything we've been talking about before now, I think they wanted to put more shine on those projects because everybody knows we've been looking forward to Fantastic Four. We've been looking, ever since they talked about Secret Wars and Kang Dynasty. That was like the big talk after San Diego Comic-Con, and
Right.
I think that he wanted to just put more of an emphasis on Phase 5, and that's why they haven't really said anything else. To me, that's
About six.
yeah. To me, that's why they want to give more shine to some of these other things. Because like there was, if they started talking about all that, we wouldn't talk about Thunderbolts or anything like that. Like we just wouldn't. But
Man, to your point even further, I mean, like we are about to end Phase 4, going into
into
Phase
Phase
5. So
Five,
it makes sense to like let the people know like what's to come next, opposed
right,
to what thinking about 2, 3, 4 years from now. You know what I mean? Like, so I
right.
definitely I agree with that.
Right. But like you were saying before too, also like, man, who cares, man? Give us everything. We want it
Yeah,
all. We
we
want
do
it
want
all.
everything.
But yeah, that was basically it on Fantastic Four. Any thoughts on Fantastic Four? Just anything that you want to see or want to, talk about with Fantastic Four?
I think the Fantastic Four are already existing.
Okay.
And I think we get that hint from Multiverse of Madness when John Krasinski comes out and he's like, and then Reed is like Fantastic Four, or they're naming him, and they like Reed Richards, the smartest man in the world from the
Yeah.
Fantastic Four of the Baxter Foundation, and the Fantastic Four, and then Doctor Strange is like, didn't you guys? I forgot what he said. Like, didn't you
Yeah.
guys in the '60s or something like that?
Yeah.
So I believe that my theory is that they're gonna go the MCU's Fantastic Four is gonna be based off of Jonathan Hickman's run of the
hmm
Fantastic Four, where they come back from space, like they were in space for a long time, and
Exploration. Yep.
they come back. I could see them have their. I could see Sue and Reed being married already, having the kids already.
Ooh. Okay.
Um, like the kids already being either kids or teenagers.
Okay.
That I could even see them being little kids, and that gives you room for the teenagers to grow into the MCU and then become who they want to be.
Right.
Um, kind of like Billy and Tommy and WandaVision. Like those
Yeah.
kids are probably going to stay the actors and become the. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So
you
I
think
could.
those two will stay the actors? I don't know, man. Because the way
I
they,
don't know, man. They might do the Children's Crusade route where they kids that like they are reincarnated in other
okay,
people or whatever.
okay,
We
yeah,
don't we don't know, but
yeah,
um, yeah, who knows? But what I will say is like I think when it comes to this, it's just how do I say it? I think it's a lot to look forward to.
yeah,
To be quite to be
yeah,
quite honest, I think it's a lot to look forward to.
yeah. I think they can go in many directions, and I think that I want to see the Fantastic Four done well, and I want to because I want it. I want to be more of a fan of Fantastic Four, and I like to me I'm actually interested in their comics. I want to read more of their comics and stuff, um, and I want to see their adaptation done well on screen. So that's what I'm looking forward to, honestly. And I'm kind of a fan of Fantastic Four, and but I need to know more about them, and I want to see more of them. So
Same.
that's kind of where I'm at. That's kind of where I'm at with
All
them.
I, all I really know is the movies from when I was a kid, and
Right.
those two movies were solid. I mean, the second one, Rise of the Silver Surfer, was really good, but they just messed up. They butchered Galactus.
Mm-hmm.
Like they made him a cloud of eating this, like which is trash. But I mean,
All right.
as far as like, and then the other, the Fantastic, like the four Fantastic or whatever with
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan as
Right.
so like that movie was it had potential, but then towards the end it just flopped. So I mean,
Flops. Gotcha.
like see this movie coming. It again, like you, I also am a fan of the Fantastic Four, but I want more from
Yeah.
them. And I like I read their comics. I got like the newest run from Dan Slott in 2018. I got
Gotcha.
that signed by Dan Slott when I went to Comic Con that last time.
You enjoy
So
you enjoy Hickman's run the best, you would say, the most.
yeah,
Yeah.
Jonathan Hickman, anything he writes is
Is
literally.
yeah.
Jonathan Hickman is the guy in Marvel Comics that rewrites like their like lore. So like
Yeah.
whenever they want to change something in the lore of of the Marvel Comics,
Yeah.
he is the guy they go to. And
Mm.
it's like he makes it to where it's like he does their big events, he does their pivotal stories, like all
hmm
like New Avengers, Illuminati, Avengers,
Yeah.
the Infinity, like all of this stuff. Like Hickman is that guy, man. Like
Heard it.
yeah.
Heard it.
Um, But yeah, that's
Gotcha.
really all I got on Fantastic Four, man.
Yeah, man. Nothing more to say. We'll get more excited when more stuff comes out with that, man. So
Yep.
let's move into Echo and Daredevil. I'm gonna put those two together because they run together a little bit. Some of the
Run
characters
together.
are the same there. So Echo and Daredevil, man. We got I think they were showing exclusive stuff at D23. Two shows that are part of Phase 5. Um, Vincent D'Onofrio is going to be in both of those.
Yes, sir.
You know, we're going to see more of Maya Lopez. I think the actress did a great job as Maya Lopez. And for me personally, I just want to see more of the dynamic. I want to see the dynamic of, you know, Echo and Daredevil, and just like, you know, how they're both like limited, you know, with like the not being able to see it and not being able to like hear and stuff like that. So I would love to see them like on screen, just like kind of working together and you know, just interacting together and stuff. So
Yeah, it
I don't
was
really have much on Echo other than I'm hearing that there's some things that are making it more on the mystical side of things. I've been hearing it being compared to like Moon Knight, which confuses me a little bit. But I don't know why, but apparently there's some mystical elements in it. And
yeah.
then
Well,
go ahead.
to your point, in the comics, Maya is the Phoenix Force right now.
Is she really?
Yeah, she has the Phoenix Force inside her. So, like, her. I'm not familiar that much with Echo. I've known like bits and pieces of
Yeah,
her, throughout Marvel's history, but like, all I really know about is what's like currently going on.
yeah,
Um, so I don't really have any expectations too much on that show.
right.
Um, or really Daredevil and on Daredevil Born Again. I'm excited for both of those, to be
Yeah,
honest. I know they're going to be really impactful, but
yeah,
they didn't really say much about the shows at D23.
yeah.
I know that the rumors as of recent is that they couldn't get
Oh, girl,
the the girl for
Jessica
that plays Jessica
Jones.
Jones, so they're
Yeah,
trying to get the Punisher in it.
yeah.
Which I'm all for
I'm
that. Like
all
I
yeah,
love John Bernthal
yeah.
as the Punisher. But as far as Daredevil itself, I mean, we'll see. Hopefully, he'll appear in these next couple episodes of She-Hulk.
Absolutely.
I don't really have. I just know it's Charlie Cox and Vincent O'Donnell. Like you said, like
Yeah,
they're those two are great. They work great hand in hand together. I mean, Echo, she was a great actress. I did see, online it was very interesting. They were like, how is Daredevil and Echo gonna communicate? Like how is
yeah,
Maya and Matt gonna communicate? Her being mute and him being blind. Like
yeah.
how do you communicate that? So like that's the interesting. I mean,
I
we
think
do know Daredevil can see, but like
yeah,
it'll be interesting to see how they do that dynamic.
yeah,
I like you said, I'm looking forward to them working together. But other than that, I don't really have much on that show.
yeah.
Other than I'm looking forward to it, and I think it'll be good. Both of them will be good.
How you feel about the 18 episodes? Born
I'm
Again, 18
excited about
episodes.
that. I'm very
That's
excited
interesting,
about
right?
18 episodes of Daredevil. I'm finally happy we're breaking this 6 episode or 6 or 9 episode thing that Disney
Yeah,
Plus has been doing for a while.
yeah,
Like Disney Plus has been with all of their major shows, like
yeah,
been like 6 to 9 episodes.
yeah.
Like, what is that? I don't give me more. I deserve. I want more. So the fact that I'm pretty sure they're gonna be 30-minute, 18-minute episode. I mean, 18 episode, 30 minutes.
Probably.
I'm cool with that. That's what is that? 9 hours basically
Right.
of content. Like
Yeah. Now, yeah, we're
fully
gonna.
Daredevil.
Yeah, and to me, I don't know how they're going to put them out there. I don't know if it's going to be one episode per week, because that's like 4 months worth of content from Daredevil. I think they'll probably do
Right.
like a two every week, or like a, I don't know, do
They
something
give
where
us
like they stop or something like that halfway and then give us like a part two or something. I don't know. We'll see
They
how they
could,
do it.
yeah. What I'm thinking they're gonna do is probably give us the first 9 episodes, and then like later on they'll be like, here's part two, like
Yeah,
Netflix does.
yeah, yeah. I can
That's
see that.
and I think they're gonna do that as like a test to see how fans like the binging model of
Wait. You think they're gonna give us the binging model? You think they're gonna give us like nine? Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah, I think they're gonna give us the binging model and see how fans react to it. Because
That's
like you said,
interesting.
that's 4 months, like
Right.
episode a week, unless they do 3 episodes a week.
I think they could do that, like what Andor just did. Like I think they could do 3 episodes a week and have it be like a because that
Yeah,
will play
but
like
they
they've
always do that
released
with their premieres. Like WandaVision was 3 episodes. It depends on what
right.
show it is.
Yeah,
It
but
does depend
show.
on what show it is. But Andor was 3 episodes, but so was Obi-Wan was two.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like so, it just depends on how they
yeah,
look at it. But they could do 3 episodes a week. I personally think that they're gonna do the 9 episode like a binge model. Give us 9 first, and then another 9 later. Because this is my theory. I think
go
that
ahead.
Disney Plus is trying to test a new model in
Yeah,
binge model to see what works for them better.
okay. So I
Because Disney
think
Plus is still in that like not even though Disney Plus has Star Wars and has the National Geographic and they have Marvel like and they have Pixar like they're
yeah,
still very new, right?
right.
Whereas Netflix has been doing this for Hulu has been doing this for so long that I really think that they're in a model of or they're still in that trying to find what works best for their customers
Yeah.
in each show. So that's just my theory.
Got you. So my thing is like I think that Disney Plus loves that week to week thing though because I think they love the like to market each episode and they like to
That's true.
have people talk about it for like the whole week just talk about that one episode because I
That's
mean
true.
WandaVision was the strongest with that obviously but like I think they really love to do that so I'll be surprised a little bit if they do break that and try the binging route especially with a character like Daredevil who people
That's
have
true.
been wanting for a while but we'll see, man. I mean, that is a good theory, though. That's a good theory.
Nah, that's
I
it.
was
But
just
you made a
giving
good point.
I was giving a devil's advocate rebuttal,
Yes,
but
sir.
like,
That's why we do this. That's why we
that's why
get
we do
along
this.
so well.
That's why we do this. But like, I can see both, man. I can see
I can
them
see
trying to
both.
do the binge thing if they want to try it, but we'll see. We'll see. Where are we at next, man? Let's get to these last few. Captain America. Um, and then we'll talk about Thunderbolts. But those kind of together, those are the last ones of Phase 5, the last two movies. Do you know which one comes first? Is it Thunderbolts then Captain America, or is it Captain America then Thunderbolts?
It's Captain America 4 and then the Thunderbolts after.
Thunderbolts is the
Thunderbolts
last
ends.
movie.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay, got you. So, yeah, let's talk. Let's do Captain America. Sam Wilson, Captain America. I think is going to be how do I put this? I think that Captain America, Sam Wilson, will see the side effects of everything that's going on in Phase 5. So like I was saying with like if Ant-Man dies, like that will affect Sam Wilson and he'd be the one to like, really get the Avengers together. Because, what they were saying is like this is his time to show that he can be a leader of, of a squad or of a team. But to me, I was like, there's not really a team right now. So what team are they even talking about being a leader of in this movie?
Right.
So I've seen a lot of people say that this could be like a prequel to maybe a Young Avengers setup or something like that with Elijah Bradley being in it. And, Patriot is, related to that. So I don't really know where it's gonna go yet, but
So
I know
I
you
think
got
my
theories.
biggest theory is going to be the leader and it being called the New World Order with that guy coming back as the leader. I could see them doing where Gamma World, the comic storyline, and
Yeah,
it was also in the Avengers show that I think you're watching, where
yeah,
the leader creates the dome of the like a city of everybody that's turning into the Hulk.
into the Hulk. Right, right,
The reason why I think that is because the leader is in it first off, supposed to be the main villain, and he's a Hulk villain, right? Like
right,
so. I think that can set up more Hulk stuff as well
right.
for the future. I think the team that they're talking about is going to be a team that he just creates for
He
just that movie.
just puts on together. Yeah.
I think
Okay.
that's going to be the Jewish or Israeli superhero that
Yeah.
we've been introduced to.
Yep.
That was they changed her because in the comics she was
Sabra,
racist.
I believe her name was.
Yeah,
Sabra.
and in the comics she's racist. So
Mm.
I think they're in the MCU. Obviously, they're going to change her.
Okay.
What's really tough about that situation, a lot of MCU and like Jewish people, Israelis are upset is because the actress is Israeli, but she's also like has issues with like she's also been racist and said some things about
For
the Jewish.
real?
Yeah, so like a lot of people were upset about that. I don't know enough. I'm not educated enough to make any comments or
Hmm.
give any clarifications. I just know that I've seen people like from the Jewish community upset with her, like
Okay.
with upset with Marvel about the casting about like of the actress, and
Okay.
then trying to recreate that comic book character.
Okay.
And that's why the writer of the movie came out and said like we're changing everything about the character, da 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 da. Like,
Okay.
um, but I think she's gonna be a part of the team. They already announced Joaquin
Yeah.
Torres coming
As
back
Falcon.
as the new Falcon, just like
Yeah.
he did in the comics. He's gonna be Falcon.
Yeah.
When Sam Wilson was Cap,
Yeah.
and I love that because like the MCU making Captain America, making Sam Wilson Captain America, they made that happen in the comics because of that.
Yeah.
Right? In the comics, once he becomes Captain America, he retires. He quits being Captain America. He quits fighting crime. Like he's not even the Falcon anymore.
Yeah.
And then in recent times, like in 2019 or something like that, 2020, they decided to bring him back as Captain, not Falcon, but as Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I mean? Like, and now there's two Captain Americas, just like there's two Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And so for me, like, I love that, bro, because I'm gonna be completely honest with you. As long as I've been reading comics, my favorite era of comics is that era of Sam Wilson becoming Captain America, Miles Morales Spider-Man, Thor, Mighty Thunder, like the Jane Foster becoming Thor. Like that era of comics is my personal favorite. And like from that era to now, so like to see this coming into the MCU is great.
And that's like what, late 2000s? Or like 2000, what, like 18, 19? Oh, that's 2010 and up?
10, like, and moving forward, yeah.
Okay, got you.
So, yeah, I think that this is going to be a really good movie. I'm actually, out of all of Phase 5, I'll be honest, I think that's the movie I'm looking forward to the most.
Okay.
Is that Captain America movie. Because, I mean, yeah, we got Quantumania. It's going to be amazing. And we're going to get our first look at Kang. Yeah, we got the Marvels, which we didn't talk about Marvels.
Which, that's going to, we're going to talk about that the last, because they didn't really say much about it, but like we'll talk about that the last one. A little bit.
Like, we got those movies, but like for me, Captain America 4, like the fact that we're getting another Captain America, it's literally called Captain America,
yeah.
Right? And it's not Steve Rogers. Like to me, that's amazing. The representation it's gonna have for little black boys and black teenage like black men in general. Like I remember when Endgame was coming out, and I told my boy, like, because we knew Steve Rogers, like Chris Evans, his contract was up. And they're like, well, what are they going to do with Captain America? I was like, either they're going to kill him off or he retires and I said, but either way, Sam Wilson is going to be the new Captain America. He's like, you don't think they'll give it to Bucky? Because in the comics, Bucky had it first. And I'm like, nah, because number one, this was in 2018, mind you. I'm like, number one, think about everything that's going on in the world. Imagine how great it's going to be to have a black man as the face of America. You know how big of a representation that is? Number one. And then I said, and then that's just real world aspect. I said, now you look at the MCU's aspect. Bucky is a freaking terrorist the whole time. You think they're going to give him the shield of Captain America? Like, no. I said, meanwhile, Sam Wilson is a beloved soldier who fought for his country and retired. I said, you're going to make him Captain America, bro. And sure enough, when they did it, I was like, bro, and I was like, yo, like, to me, that I'm so excited. So, I don't know, man. I think Captain America 4 is going to be, I hate keep calling it that, but Captain America ANO is going to be really, really big, man. It's going to, like I said, it's my, besides Wakanda Forever, this is my most highly anticipated movie. I'm so excited.
Okay. No, yeah, it seems like it's going to hit home for you is dealing with your favorite era of the comics, so, that's awesome, man. And the leader being the guy, which I love that they're doing the Hulk ties. That's what I'm saying. Like it feels like it's having ties to a lot of things. So, and what's been rumored out there is that World War Hulk stuff. So like if they kind of set that in motion too, and then we also, we got the She-Hulk going on right now. We have, it seems like there's some like it's going to lead into some more Hulk stuff as well.
Honestly, I could see She-Hulk. I could honestly see them introducing the leader in She-Hulk at the end of She-Hulk.
That's what people think.
To being the main villain in the New World Order, a New World Order,
right?
And I think that's another thing with a New World Order is right, like that. It having a Hulk villain will lead up to more Hulk stuff, like you said.
Right.
So
yeah, man. So that's Captain America. So now we got towards the end here, Thunderbolts, man. I know we've talked about this off camera for a while because we both have you have different views on this as well. You want to go ahead and talk to him about Thunderbolts and where you're at with that movie?
Yeah, man. Full transparency with the fans, y'all. Y'all
Yeah,
know this is what we do. We just talk.
yeah.
I'm not excited in any way, shape, or form for the Thunderbolts.
Uh,
Uh, the
damn.
only
Put it
thing
out
I'm
there.
excited for is to see my boy Bucky again.
Yeah.
My car's name is Bucky the Winter Soldier. Like I love Bucky. I'm all about Bucky. Like that's my guy, my
Right.
go-to. I can't wait for him to come out in the Avengers video games. So,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I Twitch too. I stream on Twitch.
Yes,
That's the
sir.
same tag as the socials. But
You heard of me.
yes, sir. So we have some Avengers content from the video game coming to our pages and the website soon. So be on the lookout for that.
Talk to me.
But as far as the Thunderbolts, man, like I just none of those characters are really a part of the comics besides Bucky being a leader of the Thunderbolts before. You know, Yelena was a part of the team, but it's just so different. And for me, it's like it's really hard to deal with this because again, comic book purist source material. It's like how do you create the Thunderbolts without having Thunderbolt Ross, right? Now, granted, the actor who plays Ross, Thunderbolt Ross, did pass
R.I.P.
away.
R.I.P.
That's very unfortunate,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't really think that they would recast him, or I don't really know how they would do that. But we're gonna be missing a Red Hulk, right?
Right.
I I will say I think the cast that they gave us for the Thunderbolts isn't the full list. I
Right.
think
I think they mentioned that.
I personally think Abomination is going to be a part of that team, and the reason why they haven't showed that yet is because they don't want to ruin what's going on in She-Hulk.
Okay.
That's just the theory I have. Maybe I think Abomination might appear later on in the show. If
Okay.
She-Hulk, who knows? But I think that that's not the full roster for the Thunderbolts team.
Yeah,
I
no,
think
they definitely said we haven't seen some people that have never we've never seen some of these characters that are going to be in this movie, and then they also said that it came out that Zemo was also going to be a part of it. Well, not a part of, maybe not as the team initially, but he's going to be in the movie as well. And I think that we did see Abomination is going to be in the movie as well. But
okay.
yeah, we'll see. But so I'm kind of so where me and you are on the same page is that my interest for this movie isn't high. I will say that.
Yeah.
I guess it's just not high. Because of the casting and the characters, it could have been high for me. I'll put it this way. Even with the same characters, it could have been high for me because to me it was such an interesting and weird choice for them to make Yelena the leader of it. That was me, and this has nothing to do with her being a woman or anything like that. Because I love Yelena. Let's not even go there. Let's not even go there. Love Yelena, I do. But to me, it just doesn't make sense.
My favorite widow.
Right? She doesn't. To me, she hasn't presented any kind of leadership quality.
Right. If anything, she's the one being led.
Right. And to me, it's when they announced that, when they said that she was gonna be the leader, they didn't have the cast yet of it. They didn't have the full team yet. And so to me, when they said that she was the leader, in my mind, I was like, okay, so Bucky's not gonna be a part of this movie. That's what my mind went to, because I was like, because why wouldn't you just, if he's in the movie, why wouldn't you just make him the leader? Because to me, it makes sense because he already shown that he can be he's already went through what he went through. He's now on the good side, and
in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, he showed that he can lead or be or care for someone.
Thank you. He literally takes Zemo out and Zemo becomes his responsibility.
It's a responsibility for ownership. He's taking accountability for his life. And stuff. So I'm with you on that.
And he's Captain America's right hand man. So how are you not going to make him that makes no sense to me. And he's the one that's the most as of right now, he's the one that's most good to go, is most straight person out of that whole group. All his past is kind of behind him. He's ready for his next moment in life, his next purpose in life. And I feel like it would have been, to me, it felt like it should have been him leading the Thunderbolts and being okay, this is what my purpose is in life now, and now that I'm on the other side of my trauma, let me help this team get on the other side of their trauma and look after them. And that's what I wanted. because it's not a like you were saying, it's not source material Thunderbolt. So like,
Right.
in my opinion, like I told you off camera, like it shouldn't have even been called Thunderbolts. Probably, you know, it should have been something else. But this is the cast of misfit characters that they have in the MCU. So the team itself makes sense. I get that. So, but I feel like it was a perfect opportunity to have Bucky like have this path, have like a clear path where like he's the leader of this team and he feels like this is what he's supposed to do. That's where like it hurts me that that's not happening.
Well,
Because
but to your point, I do think that I think that he may not be the leader, and it may happen in the movie, like
yeah,
how it does in the comics. He becomes the leader.
becomes it.
What I will say is, I think that, and this is what I think where we disagreed off screen, like off
Yeah,
camera, where we were talking about, like, I don't feel like he should have been in the movie at all, right? Because
right. See, but I agree with that now. I agree with that now because I don't like him just being in it. But go ahead, keep going.
well, I'm gonna tell you why he might.
Go
To
ahead.
your point, I think that he can still do that, not be the leader, but like still look after everybody.
Right.
In my mind, I think that's the only reason he actually is there in
Is
the movie,
there?
is because it's like, and this is where we were talking about before, where it's like I don't feel like he wants to fight anymore. At the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier, he was with Sam and his family, like
Yeah.
on the boat, retired, like it's done, like he's like over and done with.
Mm-hmm.
So I think in this new movie, it feels like, all right, I have to be there because the government is asking me to look after all of these guys, like because I'm the most level-headed and I can keep everybody in check. And I think that's where my mindset is at. Is like he may not be the leader, but he's still like the. It's more so like you got like on what you watch sports, right?
Right.
We love sports, right?
Right.
It's kind of like Udonis Haslem on the Miami Heat. Like he's the heart and soul of the team, right?
Okay. Yeah.
He may not be the leader, but he's like the heart and soul of that team. And that's what I'm looking at Bucky like. It's like, yo, I'm the heart and soul, making sure everybody's good to go. The veteran on the squad, like,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
That's how I'm looking at it. I will say, like you said earlier, like a little bit ago, I don't think they should have been called the Thunderbolts.
Right.
But unfortunately, because these are the misfit, obscure characters that not really
Yeah.
obscure, but like these are the misfit characters that we have.
Yeah.
We got to put them together.
Right.
It just feels weird having a Thunderbolts movie. It feels like that Marvel's trying to compete with DC for a Suicide Squad spot. Like,
Right. Right.
and it's like I don't need a Thunderbolts movie personally. Like I don't even
Yeah.
think any fan has asked for that. Like realistically,
I hope they go a different. I hope they make it something that we're not thinking of. Like, I hope they go in a route where like we're not thinking of, and it kind of surprises us in a way. I'm gonna leave it open to surprise me, and I'm hoping for it a little bit.
my only negative
know?
I can say about that movie is that Taskmaster is still
Oh,
that lady.
let's get into it.
I have no problem with that actress.
Right.
I have every problem with the Black Widow movie and what they did with Taskmaster as a character.
Right.
And the fact that they're bringing her back as Taskmaster, it's like almost like a double down, shut the hell up in our face, right? Like it's like that's how it feels. It's like yo, we don't care what you said about Black Panther or how you feel about Taskmaster. This is her. You gonna take it or leave it. You don't like it too damn bad.
Right.
And I don't like that. It's like, yo, like Marvel is known for listening to their fans.
Yeah, but sometimes they'll get petty, bro. Sometimes they'll get petty, bro.
And this feels like one of those moments that they're like, yo, we don't care how you feel, my man. Like, you know what I mean? And me and a very big, huge collective of comic book fans, as well as just fans of the MCU who have never watched comics, they're not a big, but they know about movies or TV shows or like things. They weren't happy with Taskmaster.
Yeah.
Like I've seen very select few of people who were like, "Oh, Taskmaster was all right." Like,
that's dope. Yeah. No.
Now the movie Taskmaster, like
in the movie, yes,
all of that was cool. It's more so the story and him not being or her not speaking at all. Like, they changed everything about Taskmaster. Even the point where the power isn't the power; it's the part of the suit.
Yeah.
So like.
Right, because he in the comics is supposed to have, was it the
photogenic?
Yeah,
or something like that.
Yeah.
Whereas in the movie, it's like the suit gave her that. So I don't know. Again, maybe they'll change what, like maybe her in the new movie, the Thunderbolts, will be so fantastic. Because maybe she'll have a personality now that she's not being controlled.
Yeah.
Like with the widow stuff. So like we don't know,
We don't
right?
know. Well,
Hopefully she'll have. Maybe she's mad funny. Maybe she's mad funny like Tony
right.
Matthews was.
Yeah, bro.
We
Did you
gotta
see
wait and
that?
see.
Yeah, go ahead.
I will say the updates to everybody's suits looks cool.
The suits are gonna be
Looks
good.
good. But that's really all I got for the Thunderbolts, y'all. I'm sorry. That's really
Right.
all I
Nah,
got.
don't even apologize. This is what we're here to do, man. We're here to talk about it, the good and the bad. And what I will say is that what was I about to say? I totally just lost my train of thought.
Oh no.
I totally just. Oh, did you see that meme? This is what I was saying. Did you see that meme that was out there about the Thunderbolts, where like everybody has the same power except Ghost?
That's why there's no way that could be the full team. There's no
Right.
absolute no way.
Everybody's literally just like a super powered soldier, and it's
So if
like,
the Hulk comes, what do we do? Like, what do we do?
what y'all doing? Right.
Iron Man comes, what do you do?
What
Nothing.
you doing?
Like, you can't stop that.
Right.
Like,
They say Ghost is like the only useful member of the team, being able to phase and stuff like
true.
that.
It's true. Ghost
I,
is really the only
I am excited to see Ghost. I am excited to see more Ghost. I will say that.
I am too. I'm not, and you know what? To be quite fair, like this is why I'm like, again, this is taking away my comic purist, right?
Yeah.
Because in the comics, Ghost is a guy, right?
Oh, okay.
And he's part of like he had to like he was like hired by like the board of Stark Industries to infiltrate Stark, and he's been an evil guy ever since, right? Like so, for me, like they changed everything about Ghost, and I'm perfectly cool with it. Like she's cool. I want to see more of her.
Yeah, she is pretty dope. I will say that they did her pretty well.
I also like Red Guardian. I'm gonna be honest. I like Red Guardian.
Okay, yeah. Red Guardian too. Red Guardian too. We get more of that. Get more of him.
But we'll see what they gotta do. We gotta see how they're gonna do this movie, how fun it's gonna be. Like
for sure. And then the last thing I'll touch on with D23, I guess, was the Marvels. They were shown some things exclusively at D23 that made me more excited about this film. And I saw the director of it talking. It's a black lady. It's an African American lady, right? The director.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, she's
Nia DaCosta.
Yeah, right. And she seems like she knows what she's doing. And apparently, from what I've heard, is that she did a really good job on this movie, and that it looks really cool. And you know, from what we know so far, is like all three of them switched places in the beginning. From what Miss Marvel end credit scene with Carol Danvers now being in Miss Marvel's place. Apparently, she takes Miss Marvel goes to what's Teyonah Parris' girl name game? Photon? Monica Rambeau, yeah. Apparently she goes to Monica Rambeau's place where she's like on a space station with Nick Fury. Apparently Nick Fury's gonna be there, so that's like another Nick Fury thing. But and then Monica Rambeau goes to where Captain Marvel was, which was like with the Kree and all them. And then they
was it with the Kree or with the Skrulls?
That's what they said was, I guess, like during a battle, maybe like a Kree battle or something like that. That's what they said Kree, but I mean, we know that she's kind of messing with the Skrulls right now, so I don't know.
I will say, Nia DaCosta is also the director of the Marvels, or is she the producer? No, she's the director. The director of the Marvels. They also rumored her because she did so well.
That she could be
for Secret Wars.
Yeah,
her and Ryan Coogler are now rumored to be the main two focuses. And you know what would be crazy if they got both of them? Like, hey, you guys work together.
Yeah, honestly, I think it would be both of them. It makes sense now. Now I think about it, it makes sense. Why wouldn't it be both of them and the homie that got it for Kang Dynasty? Like, have him just continue to work on that too.
All three of them work together.
Yeah.
Cool with
That's what I think. The guy from Shang-Chi, whatever his name, I forget what his name is, the director for Shang-Chi, because he's the one that's doing Kang Dynasty.
He's the one that's doing Kang. What I will say though, for the Marvels, I am excited about that one. That's probably like the third movie I'm the most excited for out of. So Wakanda Forever, then Captain America, then the Marvels. I'm calling it right now. So you heard it here first. You heard it here first, y'all. I believe if you guys aren't familiar with this character, I beg of you, and Dennis, if you didn't read it yet, I think we talked about this all camera, but please go ahead and read it. You have the Marvel Unlimited app now.
Yeah.
Check out, y'all, please go check out Blue Marvel, Story of Adam. Blue Marvel.
It's like Adam Brashear or something like that, or Brashear Adam. I forget what his name is. Blue
Yes,
Marvel,
sir.
right? Yeah,
I
people were
believe he's
expecting
gonna
him to.
appear
Go ahead.
in the Marvels. I think I'm expecting him to appear in the Marvels. You can't call the movie, the Marvels, and not have Blue Marvel not appear in it. He's a part of the Ultimates team with Carol Danvers and
Right,
Black Panther. He's a
right.
big pivotal character in the comics. Not so much as far as I don't want to say big pivotal character in the comics. I'll say like he has a pivotal
He got
story.
a role. Yeah, he got a role.
He has a role, you know what I'm saying? Where
Yeah.
he is a little bit more. I don't want to say he's obscure, but he is kind of obscure. Like not too many people know about him.
Okay.
Um, but I would personally love. He's one of literally my favorite Marvel characters, if you want to
Yeah.
call him that, right? Like,
Right.
but I'm looking forward to him. I would love for somebody like Will Smith to play him.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know with
Will
everything that
Smith. Oof. Damn.
I don't know
Okay.
with everything that Will Smith has been through with
Yeah.
allegations, things like that, whatever. I don't think they'll do that. Maybe the guy that plays Mother's Milk in The Boys is another good. I seen Boss Logic do a fan art of him as Blue Marvel, and
Okay.
I immediately fell in love with it. So I was like, he could even be a good Blue Marvel.
Okay.
But definitely, again, sidetrack. I highly recommend reading that comic. I think it's like 8 comics, like 8 issues,
Yeah.
but it's a very big and important story.
Hmm.
It deals with race. It deals with society. It deals with culture. Like it's the story of the Blue Marvel, like
Yeah.
his origin story, so great. And like I said, I could see him. I'm calling it here first. I could see him appearing in the Marvels movie,
All
maybe as
right.
like a credit scene or like whatever the case may be, like an additional character towards the end or whatever. But I could see that happening.
All right.
That's
So,
really all I got for the Marvels. Besides the fact that I'm hoping, um, they do Monica Rambeau justice. As
I think they will. I think
you know,
they gonna for real. Come on, bro. Sister got a
she is
sister.
the first. For those that don't know, she in the comics is the
The
first
first.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
He is Captain Marvel.
Talk to
And
him.
then they made Marvel, a white guy with blonde hair and blue eyes,
Yeah.
which is Kree.
Yeah.
And they gave it to Carol Danvers after
Yeah.
her becoming Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what they do with Photon, aka Monica Rambeau.
Yeah.
Um,
Come on, bro.
the character herself deserves justice, and
Come on, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to a very powerful black woman.
Bro. Bro.
I
Sister
love
girl.
to see I love to see a powerful woman
Yeah.
always.
Yeah.
So Carol Danvers is great.
Yeah.
Kamala Khan is great.
Yeah.
But to see a powerful black woman,
Yeah.
come on, man.
Hey.
Like I can't wait. That's
Hey,
all I
bro.
really got to say. I can't wait.
Hey, Sister Girl gonna have another Sister Girl back. That's all I gotta say about that.
Tell me, like,
And hey, the what was I about to say? From what we've been hearing, also like apparently the power they got shown a little bit how them using their powers together. Apparently that looks amazing. Apparently it looks really cool. Like all three of them in tandem using their powers together looks like visually really really cool. What I heard.
oh, I can't wait,
And
man.
that sounds pretty sweet to me. That sounds pretty sweet.
Hey, shout out to Tiana Parrish too, who plays Monica Rambeau.
Yeah.
Photon. She is pregnant right now.
She got pregnant.
Her first child.
Yeah, I saw that.
Her fiance, I believe. So congrats to them, y'all.
Yeah, and bro, and going back to Blue Marvel, bro, it's funny. I remember the theories was going so wild after that one episode where Monica Rambeau was talking about the space person that she was going to introduce to everybody, and remember like the actress Tiana Paris was like, I can't wait for you guys to meet this person that she's introducing in the next episode. And bro, the world went crazy thinking that was Blue Marvel. Everybody went crazy, and so people were like, for sure we're getting Blue Marvel in this episode of WandaVision, and then we didn't get it, and it was just happened to be some like friend of the mother and stuff like that. And it was like, bro, there was so much of that going on in WandaVision. It was ridiculous. But people thought Blue Marvel was going to show up early.
I missed that era of like, it's like, yo, like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna, like, you know what I mean? Like, I missed that.
Bruh, I was, me too, man. Because I was like, every week it was like, I'm watching breakdowns, and I'm watching these people point out Easter eggs and stuff, and they got me thinking, bro,
that was so good,
bro. I was so like, they sold me on the whole Mephisto thing. I was like, Mephisto's definitely in this show. Like, you couldn't tell me nothing. You couldn't tell me nothing. He's in the show. He's in the show. The devil's in the
Bro, it was at
details,
a
man.
point.
I'm like, what? What are you talking
It was
about?
at a point, bro, where they show the bug on like the curtain. I was like, that's Mephisto
That's
because in the comics, the first time he appears is as a bug.
it's a bug.
And I was like, yo, that's Mephisto. And me and my friends was like, oh, doing all of this. And they was getting us, bro.
Bro,
They knew what they were doing.
they knew
And
they
that's
was
what makes
doing.
me excited for the guy that's doing Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Because it's like, he's going to be pulling out all of the Easter eggs and catching us, man.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, man, they had us going crazy. That WandaVision era was something special. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was special. Every week was like, bro, Mephisto's in this thing, Nightmare's in this thing, somebody's in this thing, bro.
Mutants are coming,
bro.
like,
Oh my god, oh my god.
So-
it's Wanda Mutant, and Pietro shows up, and it's like, bro, they dangled all that in our faces like that,
dangling them,
bro. Oh
So
my
speaking
god.
of mutants, we got to talk about She-Hulk now, y'all. We have to get into the She-Hulk,
Okay.
right? We
Okay.
got to talk about that end credit scene in She-Hulk. The credit scene in She-Hulk episode 5,
The
and
shoes.
how that all
Wait, what are
of
you
the
talking
shoes. We got the X-Men. We
Right.
got who else was there? The Fantastic Four was there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that furthers my that further kind of proves my theory. It's only a theory, but it gives me
Yeah.
a little bit more proof of my theory of the Fantastic Four already existing.
They already
in the
existed.
MCU.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that even ties it down more. I think mutants already exist in the MCU, y'all.
Well,
I think they are here.
I think they confirmed that with the whole, like, remember on her laptop when they were saying the man gets into a bar fight with the 3 claws, like
Logan.
That's Logan, bro.
That's the first X-Men movie.
Right.
That's literally the
Bro.
first X-Men movie where he gets into the bar fight.
Yeah, bro. They've been around, bro. They've been here.
My theory is any project Kevin Feige has worked on is a part of the MCU.
Okay.
Spider-Man movies,
Okay.
right? He worked on those.
Yeah.
Started with those with Sam Raimi, right?
Yeah,
As an intern or something.
Yeah.
The X-Men movies, he was
Yeah.
doing. No, it was the X-Men movies he started on there with as an intern.
Okay.
Then the Spider or whatever came first, I don't remember. But then the Spider-Man movies, he was on
Yeah.
there too. Like, and we just got Toby and Andrew back.
Yeah.
My theory is all of those movies are tied into the MCU. Maybe they're an alternate universe.
Yeah.
But they're a part of the MCU somewhere. So my theory is the X-Men are already here, y'all.
For sure.
And then that was episode 5's credits. Episode 6, we gotta talk about it because I know you said you didn't do that video yet.
I didn't do what?
The She-Hulk episode 6 video.
Oh no, yeah, I didn't do a 5 or 6 video, so we can talk about 5 and 6 right now. We can talk about 5 and 6 because 5 was the courtroom thing, right? The trial, right? So
Love
basically,
Madison, y'all. Favorite new character.
favorite new.
My name is Madison with 2 N's and a Y. And it's not where you think. But she's perfect, y'all. I love her. And her and Wong need to get it together. Wongers, we need them.
Wongers, we need it. We need that show, bro. We need that show.
We need them. Not a show. We need them together as a couple.
Oh, we need a couple. Oh, okay. All right, Wong. I'm not bad.
I ship them together.
Okay. Now, so that episode was with Titania taking the name of She-Hulk, and basically they go through the name of She-Hulk, and she basically gets the idea of like, okay, I did use She-Hulk in this dating app that I created with these dudes, and she had to bring the dudes to trial and all that stuff, and
embarrass herself.
Yeah, embarrass herself, which was kind of like a little sad moment. Like, dang, this dude really just wanted She-Hulk and not Jennifer Walters, which, by the way, which is crazy because Jennifer Walters is a good-looking woman. Let's put that out there.
She's gorgeous, bro.
She's a good-looking woman.
Like,
she's a good-looking woman, man.
Tatiana Mosley is pretty, man. Like, the actress that plays Jennifer Walters, she's pretty.
Right. So she gets her feelings hurt a little bit, but they win the case or whatever, and then I guess that was.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
We gotta talk about this though before you go off the case.
Go ahead.
Madison quotes. Madison talks about her making a deal with
the devil. Yeah. Yep.
And like selling her soul and all of this stuff. Like, again, we were just talking about it with WandaVision, man. That's Mephisto.
That's Mephisto.
Right there.
That's Mephisto.
I'm just theorizing.
That's Mephisto. That's who makes deals like that. That's literally making a deal with the devil and selling your soul, that's Mephisto, bro.
That's
That's
what I
definitely,
mean, but
and they
they kind
keep
of
dangling
glossed
that.
over that. You know, they
Right.
tried to gloss
They
over
definitely
it, but
did. They definitely
I
did.
think that's what it was,
They
bro.
definitely did, bro. They definitely did. Um, yeah, that happened. Mephisto was definitely confirmed there. What else happened? I think that was basically it though in the
That was
episode
basically
5.
it. She
And
won
then
the
just
trial.
right, she won the trial, and then they showed the shoes. And then oh, that guy, the guy that's like super interested in her blood and stuff that she goes on a date with. I think that I've seen some breakdowns that people thinking that he's somebody. Like either he's like, or
Interesting.
he's working with the leader or something like that. Like, cause he's like, you know what I'm talking about, right? The date that she goes on with
The super weird guy.
the super weird guy. Yeah, he's like talking to her
What if
about
he's the
the.
guy that hired the wrecking crew?
That's what people think. Yeah, some people think that. Some people
I
think
can see
that.
that.
You know, because he's super like over the top interested in her, and it's kind of like,
Too
he's
much.
definitely somebody. And then he comes into the next episode, right? So, yeah, we'll see what happens with that if they do anything with that. But, and then it was basically episode 6, and then it was the wedding episode, and they let you know early on. Well, first of all, at the end of episode 5, the suit, they talk about the outfit, making the outfit, right? Like
Her. Oh
they
yeah.
go to the dude making the outfit, and he only sees people that are like big time, right? Which was like
Yeah.
another thing where like that also proves Daredevil he's been somebody in the MCU, because
Yeah.
the guy said he's not gonna take just a nobody.
Right.
He's a well known guy. He does this superhero thing, the superhero costume thing, and at the end of that episode they show Daredevil's helmet, and
Yep.
so Daredevil is he's somebody in the MCU.
I think and I'm pretty sure he's known as the Devil of Hell Kitchen. What is it? The Devil of Hell's Kitchen. Yeah, the
Yeah,
Devil of Hell.
Devil's Hell Kitchen. Yep. Yeah, so that was cool. Little. That's how they ended episode 5. So everybody was like, "We're gonna get Daredevil in episode 6," and then right away,
Hell in episodes, the number 6, it just made sense.
Yeah.
And I loved it because it was like a slap in the face, like shut up,
bro. Right in the beginning, they're like, "Yeah, This is." She breaks the fourth wall and basically says like, "Yeah, we're throwing a wedding episode right at you," and like. This is exactly
it's the worst
what
time
this
possible because that's just how weddings are.
That's exactly.
Like, oh, I love it. Perfect.
Yep. That's exactly what she said.
Like, I can be honest with y'all. Like, I can be honest with you, bro, and be honest with the people here. Like, I love She-Hulk. The show is so funny to me.
Yeah.
I love that it's a sitcom.
Yeah.
It feels like we're just sitting in the MCU, like hanging out.
But
then it's still connecting to other things, right? Like it feels like we're still being connected to the story.
Right.
Maybe it's just like we're just hanging out, but for some reason it feels like the story is being pushed forward or the plot is moving forward.
Right.
Maybe not far, but again, because we're being connected to so many things and having fun, it feels like it's being. And I'll be honest, this feels like to me what I've been waiting for out of Phase 4 the most. It feels like WandaVision all over again. It's like connections being made. And
connections are being made. Right. Yeah, I will say that. Yeah. I've said that in a couple other videos. Like the She-Hulk feels like we're just hanging out in the MCU, and they're giving us the most like MCU references that we've had in the shows. All these other shows have been pretty isolated, but this one is like it's sitting like in the heart of the MCU. Like we've gotten freaking Asgardian angels or Asgardian what was it? Asgardian elves, like just roaming around in we got Abomination, we got this Titania, we got what's the guy that in the last one
for the Wrecking Crew.
right, Wrecking Crew and the Asgardian tools. We got
Wong,
Wong. This Mr. Immortal guy who's apparently a mutant he's a mutant.
They changed him a little bit in the comics.
Okay, yeah, we got this Mr. Immortal guy, and like they just threw him in our faces, and we got hit them opening up a portal with all these devilish creatures, and then we get the whole Mephisto like we get a lot of MCU stuff in this show, which is like pretty cool, but people are just like wanting so much more from like what this show is supposed to be, a funny sitcom.
Yep.
With all these like MCU references and just be really lighthearted. Like we're getting to know She-Hulk and Jennifer Walters, and like that's what this show continually tells you this. She breaks the fourth wall, telling you that this is what don't forget whose show this really is, right? They
Right.
literally they're like trolling people that
First episode.
right. They troll people like telling you like this is what this show is about, and people still really want like all this other stuff, and it's like, bro, we're already getting a lot, and we're getting development of She-Hulk, and it's like, it's a pretty cool like. Just take it for what it is, you know.
Yeah.
It's a nice little show that's just a little different. It's a little, it's light, and it's, you know, it's pretty cool to me. It's pretty. I'm just having fun with it. I'm not sitting here watching like these episodes looking for like something crazy to pop off.
Right.
You know, it's just, you know.
I just go in there, watch it. Like I'm like, oh, I can't wait to watch it. And then it's like, oh, that's cool. I know where that's from. Like,
yeah. Right.
You know
That's right. That's exactly it. I mean,
no
we're going. Right. We're going to get Daredevil. We're going to get Daredevil.
Right, we're gonna get him.
Yeah.
He's gonna come.
Right.
Like, and that's how I feel. Like I went in this with no expectations, right?
Yeah.
And then somehow, some way, I'm still coming out great. Like having fun, a good time. Like so feeling fulfilled. Right. And other stuff that I went in with high expectations, like Thor: Love and Thunder. I left not feeling fulfilled.
Oh man.
You know?
Yeah.
Like She-Hulk is filling a gap where it's like I didn't expect it to fill. I thought I was just gonna watch the show and then like it is what it is.
Yeah.
No, I'm enjoying this more than I've enjoyed some of the other stuff.
Yeah. I totally agree.
One of my favorite characters, like
right.
We also got Hulk stuff. We didn't even talk about that. We got some Hulk stuff.
Right,
like,
got Hulk stuff for sure. So yeah, I'm having fun with it. And the 6th episode was the wedding episode. Her and Titania kind of battled out again. What else happened? You know, she's kind of struggling. Basically, every episode, she's kind of struggling with like people wanting her to be She-Hulk, people wanting her to be Jennifer. Like, and, you know, it's kind of she's almost getting to like a breaking point. It feels like where like she's just gonna say F it and be whoever she wants to be whenever she wants to be. You know, instead of having people control her. Because at work she got to be She-Hulk, and then at the wedding she wanted to be her friend wanted her to be the friend wanted her to be Jennifer Walters. So yeah, it's just you know, she got
we got in that episode, we got the reintroduction of Intelligentsia. Intelligentsia has been introduced since Age of Ultron. They were introduced in Age of Ultron.
Right.
So that's like a good little like, you know, tie-in there. And so it's good to see them back. And I could see that guy that we were just talking about, that guy that she went on a date with. Maybe he's running Intelligentsia or whatever.
That's the rumor out there, man. That's what people think. But,
that's the thing. We got that. We got, you know, basically that was pretty much it in this wedding episode for real. There was nothing really that really stood out. It was just a fun overall, like it was like that, you know, like that sitcom episode like in Martin where they don't do nothing or doesn't put the plot forward. It's you're just there hanging out fun. It's just a funny episode. Right.
And then and then it was the Mr. Immortal thing going at the same time. Which that was like a little funny, cool little thing, but basically, she has her suit. Apparently, we're going to see that suit that the guy made. Because remember, he gave her 2 suits. One for the one's gonna be a superhero one. You're right. So can't wait to see that. Obviously, we got 7, 8, 9. So we got 3 more episodes left, and we're just gonna have fun with it. We're gonna see Daredevil. We're gonna see her in the suit. Like I'm pretty sure
it's probably gonna come like episode 8.
Yeah, and I'm sure we're gonna get an action scene here and there. Like we're gonna get you know something. These last 3 episodes, that's kind of what I'm expecting. But just again having fun with it. I wonder how they're gonna leave this show off. If they're gonna give us some Hulk things to look forward to, or tie it into somewhere. There's gonna be some Phase 5 tie-in probably. So yeah, man.
We also know that Hulk is still off world.
He went. Oh yeah, he's back. He's still back in Sakaar. Right.
Yeah. Or wherever.
Or dealing with whatever he's got to deal with. Yeah. So yeah, man, that's kind of where we're at with She-Hulk. You got anything else to say about the show, bro?
Nah, man. I think we touched on it for the most part, and how much we both like it and enjoy it.
Yeah, man. So yeah, that's basically all we got. Yeah, man. I'm excited to have you on, man. I've been waiting for a minute to have you on. I've been pushing some things back because I want to talk with you about a lot of these things. So, yeah, man, I'm excited to have you finally as a part of this, and I can't wait for more of this, bro. So,
yes, sir. I can't wait to do more of this. Get my setup going.
Get your setup going,
talking just like this all the time.
Just like this.
Just join in, and then anybody that wants to join in, be in the comments, talk with us. Man. Like, this is what we want to do, more live and recorded videos, so then that way we can just interact with people, you know?
That's the goal, man. That's the goal, man. And you know, like you are a creator yourself, and I like to give people, you know, the platform to, like, you know, show their creativity. That's kind of like what the website is about, and I would love for more people to come in and just do their own kind of writing and stuff like that too. So I'm opening up to more people doing some writing here and there, but you know, me and you we the mains, but like, you know, we gotta have some we the mains on there, but you know, we're
Facts.
trying to spread it out though, so people can get their voice out there, get and be heard. So that's the main goal here, bro. So
Yes, sir.
happy to be doing this, and happy that you are here with me doing this, and the people have a lot to look forward to. Like we said, New York Comic Con's on the way. We'll be live
On the
updating
way.
you, live updates, bro. Follow the channel, follow us on IG,
Follow.
Twitter as well,
Follow.
at the alt time, follow us on there, or not follow us, but you know, check out the website, thealternatetime.com. You know, hit us up if you want to get an article posted, man. Like I was saying, I want to get your voices out there, get your stuff out there. So hit us up, and yeah, man, we got a lot on the way, man. Like, you know, we dropping. What are we posting these days, man? What are we posting these days? We got stuff on the way. I know you got some things you want to be posting.
Yes, sir.
Some
Lately,
Funkos.
we've been on our Funko
Yeah.
post, showing some exclusive stuff that we cop, you know, personally from both ends of it. His on
Yeah.
his side, on my side. We're gonna be giving away some Funkos soon, man.
Oh,
So
that's coming.
please be on the lookout for that. We want to
Yeah.
make sure that we get some more traction before we do that,
Yeah.
and have some more of the ones that we actually own.
Yeah.
But we're gonna be doing them Funkos very, very soon. And
Yeah.
then, like I said earlier, a lot of the content from New York Comic Con, but coming from us specifically, man, as I was mentioning earlier, kind of halfway through the stream here,
Hmm.
we will be doing. I'm trying to get Dennis on there with me, so it might just be on me for a while. But we're gonna be doing some Avengers streams,
Oh,
video
some
games live.
interesting. Yeah.
I'll be posting some of the photos I take in photo mode. We do a lot of gaming on this end too, so just be on the lookout for some
Yeah,
more
man.
streams from us.
Ooh,
Um,
that's another stream too. A lot of good games to look forward to. Ooh,
that's another stream. We gotta have
that's
to talk
another
a whole
stream.
other
That's
topic.
a
We
whole
have
other
so many
stream.
games that's coming out, man.
Sheesh. My
But
pockets.
yeah, man, we're gonna definitely be doing the Funkos, more Funkos.
Yep.
Um,
Giveaways.
the giveaways. I got some comic books stuff that I will be showcasing as well as some comic book giveaways that I got that I wanted
Okay.
to surprise Dennis with as well. I got some comics that that are signed that I
Okay.
would like to do some giveaways with that are signed and have the certificates of authenticity.
Ooh. Ooh.
So
Okay.
we're gonna be doing some giveaways for those, but also, you know, showcasing some of our personal collections.
Uh huh.
Always be on the website. Look out on our website for our articles because we're
Yep.
gonna be, you know,
Yeah.
posting more of those.
Yep. News, reviews, is all that stuff. All that.
News, reviews. We here, you know, as far as on the website and on our socials, we try not to dive too much into rumors. We save that more for like us just
Not too
talking.
much. Right.
You
Right.
know, we save that for more so much on a stream, but
Yeah.
like we do want to talk about them.
Yeah.
Just
Hey.
we don't
Hey.
want to get too much attention. You know
That's
what I
right.
mean?
That's
Like,
right.
we
That's
don't.
right. You never
But I
know.
mean, that's really what we got. We got gaming, we got
Yep.
Comic-Con coming up,
Yep.
Funkos for
Yep.
personals as well as giveaways, comic book
Hmm.
Funkos. I mean, comic book personals and giveaways.
Yep.
And I talked with Dennis about this. I'm gonna be doing some local pop-ups at my local comic book shops
Nice.
around the area that I live in. Just to showcase, you got to show love to the comic book shops, man. You got to show love to
Yep.
show love to your local comic book shop, just like you would
Yeah.
show love to any local business. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Same type of stuff. We want to make sure that we creating that good content for y'all that y'all will genuinely tap in and enjoy
Yeah.
with us and escape reality with us. That's what
Hey.
we're here for.
That's it, dude. That's really it. So yeah, man, go ahead and one more time do the plugins, do your personal plugins, man. Where can they find you at?
Sir. Yes, sir. All on Twitch, on Twitter, on Instagram,
Yep.
pretty much on PlayStation 5, like the
Yep.
PSN, like all of that is the same at Ju Heard of Me. JU and then Heard of Me, just like how you would say it. Spell it
Yeah.
regularly.
Yeah.
That's it, man. That's it. And then please give us a follow, subscribe to the channel.
Absolutely.
Please give us a follow on the socials.
Yeah.
As well as check out the website. The website is all gonna be here in the description in the bio. So
Yeah.
just make sure you tap in with us.
That's right. Tap in, man. Check us out, man. We got a lot of things on the way. And thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. Really do appreciate it. I know this was a long one, so stay tuned, stay tuned. We got more on the way though. We got more on the way, and more jam on the way too. So that's it's always a plus. So thanks again. Also, super smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more of this content. So that's right. That's right. And we basically out on that. We out on
And we
that.
out.
Peace.